Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross Southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Call's is the first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
It may be cold outside, but you can stay warm and cozy inside with help from Girard Commodity. Replace your flooring today with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. We have a great selection of furniture, including mattresses and sofa sets. And if you need a recliner, this is the place to be. Now is a great time to shop at Girard Commodity Flooring and Furniture, with stores in Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
Facebook, but whatever. Back here live, Anderson County High School. BJ Harris, Dale Shireman with you as we get ready for this girls matchup here. The Girard Lady Trojans taking on the Anderson County Lady Bulldogs. Other matchups tonight brought to you by Bumper to Bumper of Girard, formerly Bread and Butter Auto Parts. Bumper to Bumper has been serving the Girard area since 1935. Come in and talk with Willie if you're in the need for belts, Bosch brake pads, Wix filters, Timken bearings, and so much more. Bumper to Bumper, 101 East Prairie Street in Girard. Baxter Springs is at Galena tonight. And I'm guessing Galena will come out with a little bit more fire than they did the other night against one of the rivals down there in Cherokee County and Baxter Springs. Columbus is at St. Mary's Colgan. Colgan boys knocked off Baxter Springs the other night by 1 point. Irvington's at Frontenac, and then Girard, the lone team outside of the conference, here with their matchup against Anderson County. That's a look around the area. Current standings on the girls' side: Lady Trojans all alone at that's boys rather. Trojan men all alone at 6-1. Lady Trojans a 2-game lead right now on the CNC with a 7-0 record. Colgan at 5-2 and Columbus at 5-2. And so Lady Trojans with a little bit of breathing room with just 7 games to play. Only 5 of those are conference games. And so hopefully they can sure up a conference title here in the near future. Shot of the game brought to you by Kim Kravitz Photo. Kim Kravitz Photo is a boutique photography studio specializing in high school and senior photos. Let Kim capture your memories. Learn more at kimkravitzphoto.com or give her a call at 620-704-7474. And that's a shot there. You heard us talking, if you listened just a minute ago on the coach's interview about Gabby Sands' defense. That's against Colgan, but just a phenomenal defender. He said on that interview, Dale, that she might be the best defender he's ever had. And there's been some good ones.
That's really saying something because throughout the years he's coached some great defensive
players. Good defensive players, and so that comes with a lot of attitude you got to have to be good. I was talking to her dad a little bit ago about she kind of likes it when the other player gets mad at her because she's doing too good of a job defending her. It just kind of goads her on more, and so look at that tenacity right there as she is guarding the farmer girl, I believe, from Colgan the other night. That's our shot of the game brought to you by our friends at Kim Kravitz Photo. Still come here on the pregame show. We'll have your keys to the game in just a little bit. We've also got your starting lineups and, of course, the opening tip-off as the Girard Trojans make the trip up here to Garnett to take on this Anderson County Bulldog team. We'll do those next. We return on the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show on Girard Sports Live.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student-athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judd Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members so they are able to make the best decisions. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, or Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
Girard Medical Center's bariatric program has made extraordinary changes to many people's lives. I am no longer living the life on the sideline, watching everybody else enjoy those things I want to do. I am doing those things now. I am doing things that I only dreamed of doing for the longest time. I'm truly living the life I've always wanted.
Call to learn more. Girard Medical Center, caring for our community one patient at a time.
G&W Foods is the one-stop shop for everything you need to feed the family. With a great selection of quality, fresh, and delicious foods, you're sure to find something to satisfy every appetite. With friendly and knowledgeable staff, the folks at G&W Foods can help you find what you need so you can get in, get out, and on your way with your day. Plus, don't forget G&W Foods for the great daily lunch specials. Open 7 days a week. Check out their weekly Facebook-only specials. The G&W Foods family super wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Getting ready for this one. Opening tip-off brought to you by Laird Ceramics, 503 West Maple in Girard. Stop by Laird Ceramics for great gift ideas and supplies. Get creative when it comes to buying. Comes to great gift buying, and get your friends and family a beautiful ceramic piece or sign up for classes. Laird Ceramics, 620-724-8442. We took a break for the national anthem. They apparently will do that before the boys' game. When I'm president, it'll always be in the same spot every sporting event, so it doesn't mess up broadcasts. Got it, Dale?
Got it.
Opening tip, going to be won by Anderson County.
You'll set the possession arrow for Girard. Anderson County with the opening tip.
And so, first possession, an open frame for the home team. Lady Trojans will set up their first offensive possession as they move from left to right. Trojans in their road crimsons and crimson bottoms, crimson tops, gold numerals trimmed in white. Bulldogs in their home whites with red numerals, all trimmed in red as well. Good on-ball defense there. JoJo getting all she wants. There from number 12, Jenna Schmidt. We'll get your starting lineups here in just a little bit. Down inside, whirl, off the glass, he could. Actually didn't hit the glass. It looked like she was going to take that shot off the glass and just put it right in. So Lady Trojans will start on a 2-0 lead.
Flaherty's going to pick up her first foul.
Going to be shooting 2. Going to be on Flaherty. Her first. Team 1. Foltz will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Miss first one. Plus you're shooting 2. You said 1.
Gave her the points.
I miss a free throw. They gave her a points. I missed the bucket apparently. Hey, we'll get dialed in at some point here, bro.
Hey, BJ, you got this?
Our gear's not smoking right now, so victory is ours.
Story for another
day.
day.
Flaherty, she was going to go up, reverse directions, and goes the other direction. And Lady Trojans back in front, 4-2. Trojans going to put some pressure on here in the backcourt. They'll break that press, get it across for Ewart. Ewart will go to the elbow, and now kick right corner for Kurtz. Kurtz dump off inside. Good defense on the help there for Schmidt. Schmidt at 5'10" in their starting lineup, 6 foot, 5'10", 5'10", and then 5'5" and 5'4". And so a little bit of size in there. Schmidt on that low block. And they get her. Kenzie Smith going to check into the ball game for her first minutes. Also into the ball game comes Faith Poland. Out goes JoJo. Out goes Drake Whirl as well for Lady Trojans. High post for Poland. Defense comes right through and knocks the ball loose. Here comes the break from Rihanna Jasper. Loose ball, still loose. Gabby Sands comes out with it. She'll dish off for Jada, who got away with a carry probably. She'll take it up, try to get some contact. Up off the glass, no good. And rebound pulled out of there by Schmidt, the 6-foot senior. Fast break going the other way. Boy, at a breakneck speed so far in the early going to this one, and a foul going to be called. Lady Trojans have not faced a lot of teams that like to do what they like to do, getting up and down the floor so far. That's exactly what this Anderson County team has done, and that's what Coach sees as well. He's going to take our first timeout of the ball game. Lady Trojans holding on to a 2-point lead, 4-2, 6:04 to go. First quarter, we're back in 30. You're watching Actually, we'll stay right here. We'll do our starting lineups real quick. Starting lineups brought to you by the Jagged Edge. Trojans will start this game in style. So far, so good. Nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylist Carla Sands, Robin Hawkins, or either Vietti will have you looking your very best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. Already mentioned their sizes of Anderson County, 3 and 8. They will have number 3, Autumn Ewert, a 5'4" junior. Number 5, Callie Foltz, a 5'10" sophomore. Number 12, Jenna Schmidt, a 6-foot senior. Number 15, Brooklyn Kurtz, a 5'10" freshman. And number 42, Rihanna Jasper, a 5'5" sophomore. Head coach is Amy Disbrow. And so they a little bit of mix of experience. Not a lot of seniors on this team. In fact, 2, including Jenna Schmidt. Lady Trojans, JoJo, Jada Valley, Drake Whirl, Gabby Sands, and Kaylin Flaherty. Already had her first substitutions of the ball game. There's a missed shot. Here comes Jada. Long pass up in front for Smith. Kinsey with the left hand. She'll throw it up there and get some contact, and she will go to the free throw line for her first free throws. And the Trojans' first free throws of this first half.
She's going to shoot 2 free throws as the foul was charged to the Bulldogs, number 3. That's Autumn Ewert's first personal.
And so Smith at the free throw line and catches the back iron. It wasn't pretty, but it was effective. Kinsey just a 41% free throw shooter on the season. Averages 4.3 points per ball game. She's 12 of 29 for the stripe before that one. Second one missed out. And Trojans lead it by 3. Quickly up the floor. On the right side. Dump off inside for Schmidt. She can't handle. Gathered back up, though, by Ewert. Ewert will try to go baseline. She nearly loses it. Denied on the baseline. There's Schmidt with it somehow. Kick back outside. Trojans tough on the defense on the interior. Here's a 3-point bucket up by the freshman. No good. That's fired up there by Kurtz. And a foul going to be called on the Lady Trojans on the rebound. And that's going to be on Jada Valley. It'll be her first. And it was on a shooting, so it's going to send Ewert, or Jasper rather. No, that's Ewert. Ewert to the free throw line to shoot 2. First was off the back iron, no good. Second one coming on the way from Ewert. That was no good. Good box out. Here comes Jada. 1-on-3. She thought about stopping and throwing that up the floor. Instead, she'll pull back and set up their half-court offense. High post for Flaherty. Back outside for Valley. On the right wing, Smith. Up off inside Flaherty. Backing. Kick. Here's Jada. She'll slice through the defense up and in. She just gets skinny sometimes and can slice right through the defense. Turn that body sideways. Down inside. Hard pass. Put a little finesse on that. Maybe it gets through. Instead, it's a turnover. Kinsey just got away with a double dribble. On the left side for Sands. Under 5 to play first quarter. Wrap around down inside. A good idea from Flaherty, but a jump ball. And that'll be in favor of the Lady Trojans. Here with 4:51 to go in the first quarter. Out goes Flaherty. Out goes Gabby Sands for their first breaks of the game. In comes Serena Short. Back into the ball game comes Drake Whirl. Trojans to inbound from underneath their own basket. Inbound Whirl, catch. Drake kick way back outside for Jada Valley, and they'll reset the offense here. Off left wing for Drake. Dump off inside and just telegraph that pass. Jumped in front by Schmidt. She'll throw it out in front. Gathered up by Jasper on the left wing. Bounce pass into the paint. Another foul. Boy, they're going to close this tight. They are calling it tight so far in the early going of this one. Certainly down inside. We see games called close on the perimeter, but these Lady Trojans are used to getting maybe with a little bit more maybe down inside. And Poland picks up her second personal. She may have to come out. Jada just about picked up her second personal. Lucky to get away with that one, frankly, the way they're calling things. 4:33 to go first quarter. 7-2 Trojans in front. Bulldogs have had some shots, just haven't got anything to go down the hole. For example, there's a shot up, no good. That's going to be on 42. Jasper. The Trojan natives are already starting to get restless here on the fouls.
personal, third team foul on the Bulldogs.
And the Trojans will get it back here with 4:27 to go first quarter. Early flurry from both teams, and everybody's settled down just a little bit. Goodness gracious, that was thrown a mile. Somehow Smith does end up with it. Back to Jada, down inside for Poland, and good job by Schmidt once again. She's done that a couple of times. Running is Jasper in the paint. Good help defense from behind by Drake Worrell. Loose ball, gets back out. Jasper walked with it. And another turnover. Off right wing for Smith. Trojans back on offense. Off to short on the left wing. Midway through this first quarter. Worrell kick back outside Smith. She'll catch barely. Back to her. And here's Jada. High post again. Worrell turn. Nobody on her. Shot up and good. She gets a nice wide open look. Drake Worrell's got 4 already. Lady Trojans on a 7-0 run right now here with 3:31 to play in the first quarter. Jasper way out high. Good defense by the Lady Trojans. Bodies hit the floor. Knocked to the backcourt, and they'll get another crack at it. Dump off inside for Schmidt. Off the glass, and that might be her third. If it is on Poland, that's her third foul. She probably should have came out of the ball game a minute ago.
Got it on Worrell.
They get on Worrell. That's a break for the Lady Trojans, frankly.
Personal foul for Drake Worrell, stepping to the line to shoot 2 for Anderson County. Jenna Schmidt.
And Schmidt going to go to the free throw line, the senior, one of 2 on this team. Only senior that starts in this ball game, and she'll drop in the first one. That stops a 7-0 run by the Lady Trojans. Here with 3:19 to go in this first quarter. Here's a second one from Schmidt, up and no good. Rebound by Worrell. Outlet for Valley, here she comes. Off left side short. Here's Smith on the right wing. Try that bounce pass. They've really packed it in tight. Trojans going to have to hit one of these. Here it comes from Smith. She leads this team in three-point shooting percentage. Missed that one, though. Back inside to Poland. Hard dribble up and block. There's that size I talked about with Schmidt, the 6-footer. Up in front court for Jasper. They have not subbed yet, I don't believe. Baseline runner good by Ewert.
Basket by the Bulldogs, Autumn Ewert.
Ewert knocks it down.
Assist Karina Jasper.
They have not gone to the bench yet, I don't believe, have they, Dale? Here's
I don't think
Poland,
so.
backside, short. She'll put it up. Gets the roll, no. Had some contact on her when she shot that. Didn't get the call. Now up in transition. Here they come. Running. There's a walk. Got away with it. And out of bounds it goes. Trojans get a break, perhaps. There comes that first sub. Mara Lutz, another 5'10" player. Start to get up here in this area. There's some German heritage, and Germans were big back in the day when they transitioned their way to the States back at the turn of the century, and those genetics are still working their way around up here.
Appreciate the history lesson.
Well, you got names like Lutz and Schmidt, and they're all 6 foot tall girls. Foltz, Brown. Those are German names, man. On the right side. And another stop. Lady Trojans have played really good defense just here of late. Jada sliced through, try to get that contact. Gets the roll up and in. And a steal. Right back to it. Short. Gets it knocked out of the air. It's going to stay with the Lady Trojans. Trojans wanted a foul call. Gabby Sands going to check back in here with 1:32. Get Jada out of the ball game for a little bit of an extended break here at the quarter, perhaps. Into the ball game for the Bulldogs is Cameron Simpson. Inbound, good catch by Flaherty. Worrell, a mid-range jumper. Got to be able to hit it. She does. How about Drake Worrell? 6 points in the first quarter already. And Trojans led by as many as 7, now 8. Dump off inside, shot no good, rebound Flaherty. Trojans, for the most part, are getting them one and done, too. They're not getting a lot of second chance choices. And with their height advantage, which is at a disadvantage, Worrell should pull the trigger. Why not? If you're hot, you're hot. Good! Drake Worrell, 9 first quarter points. Trojans lead it by 11. 52 seconds to play. Into the paint, drag her foot, shot no good. Oh.
Stepping the line to shoot 2. Will be the Bulldogs, number 5, Callie Folds.
Flaherty going to pick up her second.
16th foul for the Trojans is Trojan number 32, Callie Flaherty, her second personal foul.
That's
Folds shoots 2.
not a great call. So Foltz will be shooting 2 here. First one's up and good. She's got 3 first quarter points. Drake Worrell, 9 points in the first quarter. Her average on the season is 2.2 for a game.
Bench points.
She started this game.
She start this game?
Yeah,
My bad.
But still, they move in so many in and out. But Foltz knocks it down. She's got 4 first quarter points. 16-7 your score. There's a steal by Jasper on JoJo, and then a double dribble going to be called on Jasper. Pretty good little player there in the sophomore. But a turnover. Back it goes. 37.5 seconds to play first quarter. Out high for Flaherty. They try to stretch this zone out a little bit. JoJo stepped into it, thought she was going to shoot 3. Now she'll step through. Stolen away by Anderson County. Up in front, they nearly throw it away. Gathered back up here inside. Working away in there is Foltz. Foltz up and in. She's got 6. Every time Lady Trojans try to put a little distance between themselves and Anderson County, Worrell, a hot hand, no doubt about it. A little cooler there. JoJo with a rebound up and good. Nearly at the buzzer, and the Lady Trojans lead by 9, have led by as many as 11. After 1 quarter of play, Trojans up. We're back in 1. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent in Girard is Leah Smith. Leah is excited to bring more than 10 years industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri back to her hometown. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options, whether it's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. Give Leah Smith a call today at 620-670-4590. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. Producers Co-op of Girard has been serving the needs of farmers and ranchers in southeast Kansas for decades. With a wide range of products and services, you'll be sure to find what you're looking for. Contact the Agronomy Center for seed recommendations, seed treatments, crop scouting, grid and soil sampling, custom and variable rate application, and more. Raise the bar and make this year the most profitable yet. To learn more, visit them online at girardcoop.com or call the Agronomy Center at 620-724-8372. Producers Co-op, working for you.
Didn't get a chance to get her keys to the game. We'll get those here after 1 quarter. You've seen it here, Dale. Keys to the game brought to you by the Bender on 7. Key to satisfying your appetite to stop at the Bender. Bender's quickly become a Girard favorite. They got tonight steak tips. Get there and try those. They've always got Girard Sports Live on. The Bender at 7. Bender on 7. Dine in or call for a pickup 620-724-4860. From what you've seen so far here, Dale, what do you think?
Well, I think defense is the key tonight. I mean, we've played some pretty good defense and blocked out.
And Rihanna Jasper going to get things started scoring-wise, and then a steal right out of it. Trojans not great out of the gate here in this second quarter. Up inside as Sands gets fouled finally. Had that rebound for a while, and then Jasper, I believe, going to be guilty party perhaps. Yes.
Bulldog personal foul is going to be charged to number 42.
Her second.
Jasper. 4th team foul. Second personal foul on Brandon.
Trojans have led by as many 11, trimmed back down to 7. Pressure being applied. Trojans are doing a poor job of breaking that. Luckily for them, Jada had a steal, then right back to her. It's a pinball machine out there. Nobody's wanting to catch the ball. Here's a rebound put up, no good on the shot. And Faith Poland somehow didn't get her 3rd foul. And crossover, she'll lead the vanguard here on the left side. Back outside, and another steal. Has anybody possessed the basketball in this quarter? And they call a foul. How do you get a foul out of that?
think she was reaching for the ball and grabbed her arm, I guess is what they're saying.
That's irritating.
The Trojans number 4, Jada Valley.
Jada's going to pick up her
Second personal foul on Jada.
second.
1 and 1. Will be the Bulldogs, number 15, Brooklyn Kurtz.
So that's 17 fouls already on the Lady Trojans. So they're already shooting 1 and 1. Coach working on the official, and rightfully so, in my opinion. Completely unbiased opinion, by the way.
There we get over the back on Anderson County.
And then on the front side of the 1 and 1, no good. Foul gets them. They have made their presence known so far in the early going of this one. As this crew. Trojans having to adjust their way of play a little bit. And ball knocked out of bounds. Stay with the Lady Trojans here with 7:03 to go. Oh. So the Trojans laying back from underneath their own basket. Gabby to run that for them. Inbound Poland. Pump. Now kick. Skip pass. Sands on the left wing. Here's Osmus. Back to Valley. Dump off inside Poland. She'll catch. Get past her. On the right hand. Good. That's a really nice post move to come underneath the defense of Jenna Schmidt. And Poland will get her first points of the ball game. 20-11. Here's a shot low off the mark. Rebound pulled out of there by Brooklyn Kurtz. Kurtz tried to dump it off, and that's her third. That'll probably do it for Jada here for this first half. That is an issue. Well, if you want to be a factor in a ball game, find somebody and call fouls on them consistently, and that'll certainly change the outcome of the game. Especially if it's probably your best player. And at the free throw line to benefit from that shenanigans is Kurtz. She missed the first front side of it. Good rebound, though, by Schmidt, and then out of bounds, last touch by Schmidt. And Lady Trojans are going to get it. They have not handled the press very well, have the Trojans so far. Sometimes that length will be a problem. It's an athletic length, too. It's not just big girls. It's girls that can move a little bit. Trojans go get in the middle, and then it's going to be a foul against Jasper. That'll be her third. So the two ball handlers for both these teams now with 3 fouls apiece. Jasper's been the main ball carrier for them, and Jada, of course, the main point guard. And so into the ball game comes Simpson to replace Jasper. Are they better than us? Oh. I'm talking about the broadcast. Yeah. Right over there, dop up inside for Poland. Poland will pull the trigger from the elbow, in and out. And back to the Bulldogs. Here they come, 6:08 to go first half, 20-11. Trojans up by 9. They've led by as many as 11. Dump off inside, looking to move. Kick. Here's a 3 on the way. No good from Kurtz. Rebound, though, by Schmidt. Her ball stripped from behind. Joko comes out of there, and coach wanted a timeout, but they call it travel. And it'll go back to the Lady Bulldogs here with 5:54 to go in the first half. Gabby Sands checks out of the game. It's been a herky-jerky ball game kind of for both. There's been good running up and down, and then long delays, or lulls rather. And then, of course, all these fouls are getting called, 14 to date so far. Skip pass, nope, dump off inside for Schmidt. JoJo just body on body and finally get called for a foul. That's the first one I've seen so far I agree with. And Ferguson will pick up her first personal foul. 1 out of 9 ain't bad.
Not bad.
And so 1 and 1. In and out. Boy, they should make some free throws. They might be in this ball game. So far, no luck, really. Ferguson will bring it up the floor. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Foltz. So it'll stay with the Lady Trojans here with 5:35 to play in the first half. Trojans up by 9. Offense been hard to come by for Anderson County. Poland just going to keep it. She'll take one dribble, no good. Fighting for the rebound, loose ball, jump ball in favor of the Lady Trojans.
Held ball, possession, Girard.
It's not for a lack of trying or being able to get in position. It's just size disadvantage perhaps for Lady Trojans in the post right now. Good hand, good post. Up and good. That's a good inbound play by the Lady Trojans. Kinsey Smith got that in. Poland puts the Lady Trojans back in front by 11. Trojans little three-quarter court zone pressure, and it works. Good catch by Coach Westcott. Looks like he got a haircut, so he's looking good for this one. The Trojans going to bring it across. High post, got to be swift. Here's Tally. She'll pop and drive.
Personal foul is on the Bulldogs, number 5, Callie Foltz, her first.
That'll put them over the limit, so Brooklyn Tally going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Brooklyn has not had a lot of chances. It has not been great. 1 of 6 from the cherry stripe. This has turned into a Knights of Columbus free throw shooting contest here in Garnett. Tally missed the first. Means you don't get the second. Rebound pulled out of there, bringing up the floor into the ball game is Sophia Cole, 5'2" sophomore. She was the ball handler for the JV team. Good entry pass down inside for Schmidt, up and good. It's just her first field goal. Kurtz with the dish. Tally, and look down. There it is, good hand clapping from Faith Poland, calling for that one. And they found her. She had to let them know there's a walk by Cole. She gets away with it. And now a foul.
Easy, partner.
I want to call a basketball game. Instead, we got free throw shooting contest, and that's going to send Cole to the free throw line to shoot 2 now, as the Trojans are in over the limit. With 4:22 to go, there's been 17 fouls called in the first half. In comes Whirl, in comes Sands, in comes Flaherty, out goes Osmus, Poland, and Tally for the Lady Trojans. Out goes Cameron Simpson, and both free throws missed, though. They have missed some ton of opportunities. Trojans can't get across that press again. Been probably one of the most effective presses we've seen against the Trojans this season. Dump off inside for Foltz. She'll put it up. Gets partially blocked. Last touched by the Bulldogs. You can say it went off the hands of Mackenzie Kuzer. They've gone to their bench now since I said they hadn't in that first quarter. They've played 1, 2, I think 4, gone 4 deep, so 9 deep on the roster. Up in front for Ferguson. They'll break that press. Under 4 to go here in this first half. Trojans have dominated since the beginning. It just doesn't feel like it. JoJo from the top of the key, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Whirl with the putback. And a rebound to be determined, pulled out of there by Cole, and she walked with it. Drake Whirl had 9 first quarter points. I think she's only missed twice, so that was one of them. And so with 3:37 to go in the first half. Sands thought about it, didn't take it. Here's Whirl left side. Inside JoJo, she'll put it on the deck. Good pass, one extra pass. Flaherty up and good. Good eyes from the Lady Trojans. Their largest lead now is 13. And the first timeout by Coach Disbrow, to my surprise, as they have doubled them up here with 3:17 to go in this first half. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Trojan.
Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Of course, Ag Choice has all the products you need to keep your crops growing, like fertilizer, crop protection products, and seed. But Ag Choice is also the first stop for keeping your livestock operation going, with a great selection of farm supplies, equipment, and quality feeds. To find solutions to all of your agricultural needs, contact Joe Murphy of Ag Choice of Hepler at 620-368-4347. Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
When I wake up in the morning, love, the sunlight hurts my eyes. Then I look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day.
Breaking news, a foul called on that one as the Lady Trojans get a nice steal on the inbound from JoJo Ferguson and then had a look at it. Instead, they call a foul. They're on this time. I mean, it's been equal opportunity. I will admit that. It has been consistent. That has been the bright spot. Just, I think, too many of them. So Smith at the free throw line to shoot two, missed the first. And she missed them both. The free throw shooting has lacked a lot to be desired for both teams here tonight. Kinsey 1 of 4. High post for Fultz. Kick to the right corner. This is Kuzer. She'll drive. Now kick down inside for Fultz and another foul. And that is 3 on Flaherty.
The personal foul is on number 32, Kayla Flaherty.
I've not done a very good job of tracking missed free throws by Anderson County, I don't think, but the ones I have tracked, they're 2 of 7, 2 of 6. That one goes down, though. Fultz is 3 of 4. She's been the bright spot for him, the sophomore, 5'10 sophomore. Out of the ball game goes Kurtz. Fultz rattles that one in as well. I don't think this Anderson County team's going to go away, and the Lady Trojans are doing plenty to let them kind of stay in it. In the first half of this one, 2:51 to go in this first half. Trojans have led by as many as 13. Bulldogs to get it inbound. They finally do to Simpson. Here's Fultz. Kick right side for Kuzer. Dump off inside for Fultz. Here's a long 2 or 3 perhaps by Simpson over the back and out of bounds. And back to the Lady Bulldogs. If the Bulldogs hit half the shots they've taken, this is a much different ball game. They just haven't been able to get it go through the hole. Pressure has been a problem for the Lady Trojans. Without Jada Valley to run the point, it's caused them some problems. JoJo, though, going to push it up. Here's Whirl. Backside for Gabby and in and out of her hands, out of bounds. Sometimes it's okay to fake that and go.
Yeah.
Now the Trojans will put some press on. 2:32 to play. They let them get it in. And then the pressure calls, and that an unfortunate bounce of the ball for Ewert. Ewert, down off inside Fultz, foul and 1.
Credit the basket to the Bulldogs with number 5, Callie Fultz.
So Fultz,
step to the line to finish the +1.
she's in double figures already with 10 points. Chance to make it 11. Gabby picks up her first personal foul. And she gets it in. Fultz is 5 of 6 from the free throw line, having herself a pretty good half. And it is back to a ball game here. 26-18, a hard foul by Ewert. And Ewert's going to pick up her first personal foul.
Coming to the line for Girard will be number 15, Brooklyn Talley. She shoots 2.
Talley hits the floor hard, and she'll. they do get the foul on the right person. I think the official said 15 was the one who got the foul. She was the one shooting. But Ewert picks up her second, I say. And Talley knocks down the free throw. Made them both. Shots there by Brooklyn Talley off the Schneid. She missed the front side of a 1-and-1 earlier. 28-18. Here's Foltz, wraparound down inside. Schmidt fouled him. Have to check and see if you've got any eligibility before this is over to go down there and play for the Lady Trojans.
I never did play basketball, so I might have.
You're fresh, huh? Well, if you're like me, you play one end or the other. I'm not playing both. And so Schmidt to shoot two, knocks down the first one. This is the second one. Rebound pulled out of there by Whirl for the Lady Trojans. Whirl to Talley. Back through Ferguson. There's Sand. She calls for it on the right wing. Top of the key for Whirl. Get it out to JoJo on left side. Minute 49. What has been a marathon half. And then Talley walked with it. A little out of balance when she caught that ball and couldn't keep her feet.
On the floor for the Bulldogs, number 24, Lily Spring.
.145 to play here in this first half. Trojans have led wire to wire so far. There's a near steal, and it's going to be foul. I need these guys to show up in Fort Scott tomorrow evening for some fifth grade girls basketball, because we could thrive in this kind of game. It's when we struggle is when they let them beat up on us.
Do you have 25 on the roster?
Well, I only got 7, but and we can't play defense without fouling either, but it helps when they don't beat up on us. I feel win number 1's coming too this weekend, It's coming. Smith made the first, missed the second. It'll stay there 29-19. Off to the corner for Ewert. Hard play there by Smith. She comes flying in there.
Charged the personal foul to number 12, Kenzie Smith for the Trojans. Her second personal.
Her second, actually. And Ewert to the free throw line to shoot two as both teams are in the double bonus. She knocks down the first. They've settled in a little bit from the free throw line here in this second quarter. We're not great in the first. And Ewert knocks them both down. 8-point game. Up in front, Whirl. There's Talley. Should catch and gets it stripped out from behind her by Ewert. And it's alternating possession in favor of the Bulldogs. So it will go back to AC. They'll get it into Ewert. Smith trying to close out. Up off good defense. Foltz gets too low. And then she walked with it. Good defense in transition. Whirl helped on the play side. And then backside was Brooklyn Talley to come in and kind of give her the extra to make sure she didn't have a good shot up and under. Now they've gone full press pretty much this entire ball game. And they'll get it over the top somehow. Here's Talley with it. Up in transition. That's a great behind the back pass. It was supposed to be a dribble, but whatever works for you. So that's a great pass from Smith also. And here comes Foltz leading the charge. Schmidt, turn, shot, no good. Rebound though, pulled out of there, shot up no good. To be determined, they get it back out with it. All the good top rebounders on this team are out of the ball game right now for the Lady Trojans, and Schmidt finally comes away with it. This is going to be a much closer game at the half than it was most of it. 36 seconds left. Lady Trojans lead by 6. They've led by as many as 13 here in this second quarter. High post for Talley. Kick Sands. Trojans perhaps will hold for the final shot. Maybe not. JoJo, little runner with the right hand, no good. She is fouled. Wow. 16.9.
Personal foul is called on the Bulldogs, number 24, Lily Spring, her first personal.
Spring picks up her first personal. Lady Trojans with a little bit of foul trouble going to the break. Jada Valley with 3. She has not played since the 6-minute mark of the second quarter when she picked up her third foul. JoJo rattles in the first. She's just a 44% free throw shooter. Just her first attempt on it. She's got 3 points in the contest. She makes them both. 31-23. And out of bounds off the Lady Trojans. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. There's a steal by Tally to JoJo. 6 seconds left. JoJo can play this one. Up in front, throws it away. It's a good idea, just not quite on the mark. And it'll go back to Anderson County with 2.3 to play. Anderson County thinks it's Girard ball. It's Bulldog basketball. Long throw up in front. Another interception by Brooklyn Tally. Here's JoJo, and it's knocked away, and that's the end of the first half. That was an interesting first half, to say the least. See if they stay consistent with the foul call when we come into the second half. We'll talk about that first half here on the GM Bank halftime show. GM Bank,
Ladies and gentlemen, it's still not too late to step out there and support.
formerly Girard National Bank, new name, still providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. Let's talk about it next on the GN Bank halftime show on Girard Sports Live.
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judd Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members so they are able to make the best decisions. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, or Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Paoni Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Paoni DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Paoni has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Paoni Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to paonidental.com. Find us fast in names and numbers.
Trojan men out there warming up before their contest. Coming up in a half of basketball. Right now at the break, 31-23. Lady Trojans led. They've led throughout this entire first half, although it's been in spurts where the Bulldogs have been able to trim it down. Let's talk about it here on the Eye on the Game, brought to you by Kennar Eye Care. Thanks to the support from their community. Kennar Eye Care has nearly doubled their space and extended their hours with locations in both Pittsburgh and Girard. Kennar Eye Care is the clear choice. Make your appointment by calling 620-235-1737. Lady Trojans led 2-0. It was tied 2-2. They took the lead 4-2. And that was the start of a 7-0 run that ended with 3:19 to play in the first quarter, up 9-2. Bulldogs came back a little bit. Trojans led by 11 after midway through there, late in the first quarter. led by 9 at the end of the first quarter. And then they led 18-9 at the end of one. Coming to the second quarter, Trojans led by as many as 13. They led 26-13. To the credit of the Bulldogs, they called timeout right then and came back and outscored the Trojans 10-5 in the second half of the second quarter, and actually outscored the Lady Trojans 14-13 in the second quarter to make this thing a little bit more interesting here at the half. Again, when it was a 13-point lead, it looked like things were going to be over. They put that press on. I'm sure Coach right now is working on how to break that press here at halftime. Halftime numbers quickly. First for Anderson County, Callie Foltz, the sophomore, leading the way with 11, including 5 of 6 from the free throw line. And then not much else. 6 points from Jenna Schmidt, 4 points from Autumn Ewert, and 2 points from Ryan Jasper. She's got 3 fouls. She's the only Bulldog in foul trouble. Lady Trojans spreading it out as always. 9 points for Drake Worrell, all in the first quarter. What a fantastic. She doesn't make out of that first quarter. This is a much different ball game. And then 4 points from JoJo Ferguson, 4 points from Jada Valley, 4 from Kaylin Flaherty, 6 from Faith Poland, all in the second quarter. And then 2 points from Brooklyn Talley, 2 points from Kinsey Smith for the Lady Trojans. Jada Valley checked out with about 6 minutes to go in that second quarter with 3 fouls. Kaylin Flaherty didn't play much in that second quarter either with 3 fouls. And so there's your difference is scoring as the Lady Trojans were outscored 14-13. So look at your eye on the game brought to you by Kennar Eye Care. We'll step away, take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll talk about that boys game when we return on the GM Bank Halftime Show on Girard Sports Live.
It may be cold outside, but you can stay warm and cozy inside with help from Girard Commodity. Replace your flooring today with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. We have a great selection of furniture, including mattresses and sofa sets. And if you need a recliner, this is the place to be. Now is a great time to shop at Girard Commodity Flooring and Furniture, with stores in Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Of course, Ag Choice has all the products you need to keep your crops growing, like fertilizer, crop protection products, and seed. But Ag Choice is also the first stop for keeping your livestock operation going, with a great selection of farm supplies, equipment, and quality feeds. To find solutions to all of your agricultural needs, contact Joe Murphy of Ag Choice of Hepler at 620-368-4347. Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
Girard Medical Center now offers both outpatient pulmonary and cardiac rehabilitation services. Our approach combines physical therapy, respiratory therapy, behavioral health, and nutrition to help you become more fit and active.
With cardiac and pulmonary rehab, we want to focus on lifestyle changes. We provide people with education to help prevent further events.
Each treatment is unique to the individual patient because at Girard Medical Center, we care for our communities one patient at a time. Call us at 620-724-5126.
The best place for your pregame or postgame meal is Bender on 7. The Bender has quickly become Girard's favorite restaurant with incredible specials like the famous Taco Tuesdays, 3 tacos for $1. Wednesdays, try the adult grilled cheese. Thursdays is chili dog day, and of course, Friday, game day, is steak tips after 5. Grab a friend, grab a drink, and grab a seat at the Bender on 7, where they're streaming Girard Sports Live right now. Bender on 7. Order now. 620-724-4860.
The Lady Bulldogs have already come out of the locker room. Trojans have not. Trojan men came out and warmed up briefly. Bulldogs kicked them off the floor. So the Trojan men right now, the number 3 ranked team in Class 3A, 12-1 on the season, 6-1 in the CNC. Lone team atop the CNC. Only loss came a week and a half ago at Baxter Springs. Since then, the Trojans have dispatched the Galena Bulldogs handily and the Colgan Panthers. That game the other night, possibly history made. Trojans only allowed 5 first-half points, 2 field goals made by the Bulldogs in the first half. 34-5 was their halftime score. Trojans cruise had a running clock in the fourth quarter as the Trojans did move to 12-1 on the year, led in that game with 15 by Caleb Muya, but again, he didn't play. It was one of his lowest point totals of the season. Muya right now averaging a double-double. Oh, he just fell below a double-double. 9.9 rebounds per game. 23.9 points per contest. Just having a phenomenal basketball season for the Trojans. They'll be going here in just a little bit. Coming up on Tuesday, we're back at it, back in the CNC as we make the trip to Columbus to take on the Titans. And make sure you join us for that. Again, after tonight, just 6 games left here in the regular season. 5 conference games and then a game, the last game of the year at home against Oswego. And then it's on to sub-state action. Sub-state in beautiful Caney, Kansas. Caney Valley Bullpups, the host of that sub-state. We'll take one final break, come back, get you going in your second half. Trojans lead it at the break right now, 31-23. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Trojan basketball, George.
The best place for your pregame or postgame meal is Bender on 7. The Bender has quickly become Girard's favorite restaurant with incredible specials like the famous Taco Tuesdays. 3 tacos for $1. Wednesdays, try the adult grilled cheese. Thursdays is chili dog day. And of course, Friday, game day, is steak tips after 5. Grab a friend, grab a drink, and grab a seat at the Bender on 7, where they're streaming Girard Sports Live right now. Bender on 7. Order now. 620-724-4860.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross Southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Calls is the first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
It may be cold outside, but you can stay warm and cozy inside with help from Girard Commodity. Replace your flooring today with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. We have a great selection of furniture, including mattresses and sofa sets. And if you need a recliner, this is the place to be. Now is a great time to shop at Girard Commodity Flooring and Furniture, with stores in Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
Already underway. Didn't stick to their own clock to start the second half. Bulldogs are ready, so they said, let's play.
Yep.
And an alternating possession to start things. Trojans get 2 cracks at it, but couldn't get it to go. JoJo missed one, and then Caitlin Flaherty missed one, and so back to Anderson County it goes. Jasper with it. She's playing with 3 fouls on that left wing. Jada just picked up number 4. And that's her youth still a little bit. You got to know, live to play another down. You're not always going to make that steal, and if it's not a guarantee, you don't go flying in there like that. And so Coach rubbing his head, trying to figure out what to do now, as they played with most that second quarter without her. And now with 25 seconds into this third quarter, she picks up her 4th foul. And you also got to assess the situation. Understand there were 23 fouls called in that first half.
Yeah.
You're not going to get away with that. Now, there have been games where you get a little contact out there trying to dive after it, you get the break. Not the case here. Here's a 3 by Jasper. In and out. Rebound Flaherty. And a bunch of body. Flaherty tries to throw it up. Caitlin's just got to hold on to it. Call it jump ball. Instead, Fouts. Fultz with it. Shot no good. That's Kurtz with it, rather. Now Flaherty says, this is my ball.
Get off me.
She's very content just to take her time. Trojans, Bulldogs are playing some tight defense. Tighter than Coach would like. Flaherty will catch high post, working against Schmidt. She'll put it on the deck and drive. Kayla with the left hand shot up, no good. Rebound whirl. She tries to put it back up, no good. Rebound pulled out by Schmidt. Up in front court, Ewert. She walked with it. Yeah. Yep. A little 1-2, little step stutter before that. Otherwise, it's going to be an easy run out. Again, Lady Trojans led by as many as 13 in the second quarter. They led by 8 at halftime, led by 9 after 1. This pressure has been a problem. Get into Flaherty. Back to Ferguson. Trojans will get it across. Again, the Trojans' best ball handler is Jada Valley. She's onto the bench with 4 fouls. High post for Worrell. Handoff. Jada, pull up, little runner. No foul, and here come the Bulldogs. Jasper in transition for the Lady Bulldogs off left wing. Dump off inside for Schmidt. There's Kinsey Smith, all 5'4" of her, trying to guard the 6-foot Schmidt. She does, by the way. And the whistles have been swallowed here now. And on cue, they finally come out a little bit. And so it will be Ewert's third personal foul. Team foul number 1 of the second half for the Bulldogs. And back in comes Faith Pullen. Faith's playing with 2 fouls. Out goes Worrell for the Lady Trojans. As I usually complain about being hot in gyms, I am freezing. I am sitting right below the air conditioning duct. It's blowing directly on me. Can I find anything else to complain about, Dale? Here's Poland, and a foul going to be called on Fultz. Her first.
I'd get something in here, but they're going to call a foul right when I open my mouth. So
it's actually her second. Team foul number 2 on the Bulldogs, so they've evened things up 2-2. Knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Trojans. Smith to inbound. For Girard underneath their own basket. Nobody's scored yet here in this first 2 minutes of this. Inbound Poland diving in front. It's a really feisty Anderson County team. A really pretty good team here in a couple of years. If they're not already, they're just 3-8. And I'm surprised by that, frankly. Here's Sands to inbound. She's thrown in deep from Ferguson. Off left side, Sands sets her feet, fire 3 right down the barrel, no good. Looked good from our angle, just a little hard. Here comes Jasper in transition, up the floor she goes. She'll stop, little runner with the left hand, good. And she'll get the first bucket. And this is as close as it's been since it was 11-5. And now it's the closest it's been since it was 4-2. 31-27, game on. Here on the road, you can't squander big leads. Smith will take it all the way, draw the contact, and a foul can be called on Fultz. That'll be her third.
Coming on the line to shoot 2 for the Trojans will be number 12, Kinsey Smith. The personal foul
Smith has had some opportunities at the free throw line here, but not taking real good advantage of them. She's 2 of 6 from the charity stripe.
Smith shoots 2.
Shooting woes continue from the free throw line. Here's a second one from Kinsey. That one's dialed in. 32-27. Up in front, Fultz in transition. Off the glass and good. Timeout probably coming here pretty quick. Coach Trojans have not found a very good way. Now another turnover. They just have not taken very good care of the basketball, and a foul going to be called on Sands. And so Fultz will be at the free throw line, and she is 5 of 6 from the free throw line in that first half. She's got 13 points in the game. She's been a beast for the Lady Bulldogs here in this one. And she keeps it going. Out of the ball game goes Kurtz, and there's a timeout I was calling for Coach Herlocker. Just under 5 to play. This thing has gotten to within 2. It hasn't been that since 4-2 in the early going of this one. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Calls is the first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
Lady Trojans have found themselves in a ball game now. Just 3 minutes into the second half, and it's down to a 2-point contest, 32-30. And that's with Foltz still at the free throw line to shoot her second free throw. Chance to pull within one. Again, Lady Trojans led 26-13. That was their largest lead. Since that point, they have been outscored 8-17. And that has been the difference. Since they went to that press, coming off that timeout, they've been outscored 17-8. And now Foltz with a chance to make it 18-8. She does, 32-31. Trojans better figure out a way to get the ball inbound. Right there is the place to go. JoJo trying to dribble through it. Pressure comes, loose ball to be determined. Off the knee now of Foltz. They'll get it back, a chance to take their first lead of the ball game. Jasper will do it. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Foltz. She'll put it up. That one's no good. Still loose. Knocked around, kicked out. Here's Ewert. She'll wrap around down inside Schmidt off the glass and good. And that's their first lead of the ball game. 33-32. Anderson County with 4:32 to play in the third quarter. Trojans better find some offense as well. Not only break the press, but the ball to go through the hole. They've scored 1 point in nearly 4 minutes of this second quarter. High post for Poland. Contact. She'll throw it up there. Good. And the foul. They're going to call it on the floor? Yeah, they call it good. So she'll get the and one. That's a pretty good break there for Lady Trojans. She just turned and pulled the trigger from the elbow. She's got a chance to make it 9 here. But the Trojans back in front by 1 already. There's the free throw up and good. 35-33. Up in front. Foltz, kick. Jasper, dump off inside. Good position by Schmidt. A foul going to be called on Brooklyn Talley. It's her first. Her second. Team foul number 4. And it's going to send Schmidt to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one's on the way and no good. She's just 2 out of 5 so far on the night from the stripe is Schmidt. There's the second one up. That one's no good. Missed them both, knocked around, and pulled back out there by Schmidt. Up off inside, shot no good by Schmidt. For Foltz, kick back, trying to wrap it in there is Kuzer, then lost, and Schmidt's going to get called for a 3-second violation.
We haven't seen that one yet tonight.
Nope. Here's Smith to inbound. Osmus is right here. No, that's not where you want to go with it. Stuff like that happens. And a foul going to be called on Michaela. It's not where you want to go because you don't want to get trapped in this corner, but you got to get it in regardless. Trying to get it in the middle of the floor. Osmus will pick up her first personal foul. Team foul number 5. A hotel here in town we might need to go tonight before we make that long trip home. It might be midnight before we get out of here.
Might have to have it extended between games.
Schmidt's left some on the table, to say the least, here from the charity stripe. She's got 8 points in the ball game. Finally off to Schneider for missing 4 in a row. 35-34. There's Osmus. She nearly lost it. She did lose it. Jasper comes away with it. I'm not sure what it is about this particular press that the Trojans have not figured out yet, but it has been a problem. Jasper will step back, fire 3 on the way, no good. Ball mucked around. Smith run through her to get to the ball, and they end up coming down with it. Here's Ewert to Jasper. Back to Ewert. Up off inside. Tonight stolen away by Kinsey Smith, helped up by Faith Poland. 3:19 to play. Trojans lead by 1. Poland, kickoff left side for Smith rather. Here's Talley. She'll put it on the deck. And a 3-second violation going to be called against the Lady Trojans. Turnabout's fair play, I guess. Trojans going to put their press on. So far, so good. And they get the 5 count. And so the Trojans will get it back underneath their own basket. Into Talley, up off the glass. No, couldn't get it to go. Boy, a really well-executed play to get it inbound. Just couldn't get it to go. Schmidt going to lead the charge. Backside, Foltz. Up, no good, but she is fouled. That'll probably be the 3rd on Talley. Or the 2nd on Ferguson. Ferguson's 2nd.
Personal foul is charged to the Trojans, number 2, Jordan Ferguson. Her 3rd personal, 16.
Gabby Sands get ready to check back into the ball game for the Lady Trojans. 2:55 to play, 3rd quarter, 35-34. And Foltz misses it. If they do not win this game, if you're in Anderson County, they're going to look back at the free throw shooting and see exactly why. Trojans have not shot the ball all that great from the free throw line, but I don't think they've had near as many attempts. Here's the 2nd one from Foltz. Made that one. Into the ball game comes 21, Mara Lutz, 5'10" sophomore. Checks in and replaces Foltz. And that press continues. Ferguson. This is played into their hand, put this press, and then the Trojans have their best ball handler battle foul trouble all night long. And Jada Valley. Again, Jada checked out with 6 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Did not play the rest of the first half, and then checked out 25 seconds into the 3rd quarter with her 4th foul. I would expect to see her until, if this thing's still close, with about 4 minutes to go in the game. Worrell going to come in. Serena Short going to come in. Out goes Talley. Out goes Smith. Trojans basketball with 2:34 to go from the other side. Into the game comes Brooklyn Kurtz. Out goes Ewert. That length has really caused some trouble for the Trojans. There's Jasper. Lead back in front for Anderson County, 36-35. There's another steal. It's Jasper again. Left hand, can't get it to go this time. Sands gets the rebound, and they're going to call it jump ball. Some favored Lady Trojans. They're short to get it inbound. JoJo will get it. She'll lead the charge, and then a foul going to be called on Schmidt, perhaps. Schmidt picks up her 3rd.
Her 3rd personal, 15th foul.
And so to go back to Lady Trojans here with 2:11 to play in the 3rd quarter. We'll save the Lady Trojans on that fast break. Short to get it in for JoJo in the backcourt. She'll be doubled back there. She'll have to get off that with a dribble against Schmidt. And they throw it away. Stolen away by Kuzer. Nobody's coming to help her in that back as well, and Worrell's going to pick up her 3rd, I believe.
We may never get out of this game, BJ.
Oh, it'll end eventually. Just her 2nd, actually, for Worrell. But it is the 7th team foul with 2 minutes to go. And we had 23 in the first half, 35 fouls called so far in this ball game. And at the free throw line is number 25, Mackenzie Kuzen, the 5'6" sophomore, to shoot 1-1. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Poland, leading rebounder on this team. Faith going to lead the charge as well. She'll throw it up in front for Short. Got to catch that ball. Short will get it. She'll get it up off the glass. No good. Gets her own rebound, and she's fouled. Serena had full momentum going down the floor, and so she got a little deeper than she wanted to go, but she will get fouled. They're going to say it's on the floor. It's team foul number 6. Foul is called on Keezer. Her third. Here's World inbound. JoJo on the right side. Trojans had 4 girls make threes the other night. They have not had really even attempts yet tonight from the stripe, or from the three-point line, rather.
I think World's got the only three-pointer.
Yep. Here's Poland. She's get that deep. She's going to shoot with it. She will, and you got to like her chances going to the free throw line. Good aggressive play there by Faith Poland. Faith has 9 points in the ball game. Second leading scorer in this contest.
Personal foul is charged to Anderson County's number 21, Mara Lutz.
That's on Mara Lutz, her first. Team 7, so both teams shooting 1 and 1 here. Poland's first one up and good.
Stepping back onto the floor for Anderson County, number 5, Callie Folds. Poland shoots the second.
And she makes them both. Tie ball game. 37-37. Poland in double figures. Right side Lutz, dump off inside. Skip backside for Keezer. Into the paint, pull up. Here's Foltz rather. There's a shot, no good by Kurtz. And then a foul going to be called against Anderson County over the back. Be called on Lutz, her second. Back-to-back fouls for her. And so, that on Poland it is to send her back to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1.
Poland from Girard. Poland shoots 1 and 1. Re-entering the lineup for Girard, number 32, Caitlin Flaherty.
So Poland makes the first one. 4 for 4 on the night, all here in this second half, third quarter. Minute 18 to play in this third. Starting to fill in a little bit here tonight. And the second one's no good. There's short though on the rebound. She'll be fouled over the back. And Serena will go to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. Little kids dancing tonight. So parents and grandparents and the like here in Anderson County going to come in.
Her 4th personal, 9th team foul.
Will be entertained. Plus they got taco feed out there. I don't know who that supports. FFA maybe?
I think the FFA's got a half a hog sale going on too.
Short at the free throw line, knocks down the first one. Good shot by her. Her first point of the ball game. She's 2 for 3 before that on the season, so not a lot of attempts. Now 3 for 4, 75%. Trojans back in front by 2. Missed the second. 39-37. Up the floor. Here's Schmidt from the elbow, just outside of it. Backside, good look there. Shot no good. Rebound, though, by Ferguson. Here come the Lady Trojans. 1 minute to go here in this third quarter. Here's Short. Back outside for Sands. Move it around here. High post, Poland. She'll drop and go, and she'll be fouled by Schmidt. And that'll be her 4th, I believe. It's a good idea by Poland to catch at the high and then drive because you're going to get contact. Especially if they're going to play that tight on you up there. They don't know that you're going to turn and go. And this is who I'd want at the free throw line for the Lady Trojans. So far in this third quarter, she is 5 of 6. Schmidt will sit down with those 4 fouls. Here's the second one from Faith Poland here with 52 seconds to play. Up and good. 41-37. Back in front by 4. There's a near steal by Poland. Knocked it out of bounds. Still to be determined. And it's going to be out of bounds off of the Lady Trojans. It'll stay with the Bulldogs here. Poland a little shaken up perhaps. .42 seconds to play. Off left side, in and out of the hands. They lost there by Keyser. Here's a shot. First attempt probably by Lily Spring. No good, but a foul on the rebound. It'll be a 2-point attempt here by Keyser. Foul's going to be called on Ferguson, her third. Her fourth, rather. I must have missed one on her. So 4 from JoJo and 4 from Jada Valley, and Keyser at the free throw line to shoot her first free throws of the night. She knocks down the first one. Pulls the Bulldogs to within 3. Here's the second. Good.
Entering the lineup for Girard is number 12, Kinsey Smith.
JoJo goes out, in comes Smith. Trojans are running out of people to bring the ball down the floor. For example, here's a steal and a finish by Jasper. There's get it across finally. Here's short running. Kick, one extra pass. Smith with the left hand, no good, but she is fouled, and Kinsey will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. So an 8-point game at halftime. Anderson County took their first lead of the game, 33-32 with 4:36, and then it's kind of been a puncher's game since then. Trojans took it right back. Anderson County took it. The Trojans took it back 39-37, and we're back to a tie ball game with Smith at the free throw line. Missed the first. Kinsey's had a ton of free throw attempts. Not a ton of makes, and that's one to go through. Breaks this tie. 12 seconds to play. Kick, left side, Keyser. Move it around off left wing for Lutz. Back to Keyser. Jump off inside, shot up, partially blocked, but it falls in with 3 seconds to play. On the shot by Kurtz, and that's her first field goal of the ball game, and the Bulldogs are going to lead this thing after 3. We've got a game on here in Garnett. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Trojan basketball.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross Southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Calls is the first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Well, Lady Trojans squander an 8-point halftime lead. They trail by 1 as we enter the fourth quarter of play. There's a 3 shot up by Jasper, no good. And there's a foul, should be, it is, finally, by Keyser. Her fourth. We're going to have people foul out of this game. It would be a miracle if not. Both teams battling foul trouble. 4 for JoJo Ferguson, 4 for Jada Valley, 3 from Kaylin Flaherty. Kaylin, I don't think, has played since really having those 3 fouls. And then 3 from Autumn Ewert on their side, 3 from Callie Foltz, 4 from Jenna Schmidt, and 4 from Mackenzie Keyser, and 3 from Rihanna Jasper. So the fouls have really stacked up as we have had 41 of them called in this game. First one's no good from short. Second one's no good as well. Rebound by Worrell. She'll try to put it up. Shot no good. Off the body of Brooklyn Talley and out of bounds. Both teams will look at the free throw shooting in this game and scratch their heads. There's a steal by Short. Serena lost it. Up in front for Jasper. Dump off. There's Worrell. Jumps that pass. Another steal by the Lady Trojans. Outlet to Smith. Kenzie's run point a good portion of her career on JV and everything, and that's going to be the 4th on her end at Jasper. And so both main point guards and Jasper and Jada Valley pick up their 4th fouls in the same kind of fashion, reaching across. Your mind fools you. Makes you think, yeah, I can definitely reach in there and poke that ball loose. Smith missed.
On the floor for Anderson County, number 13, Cameron Simpson.
4 of 11 from the free throw line. She's had a fair share of attempts. It's kind of like that, too. It's miss one, make one, miss one, make one. Back to a tie ball game. Ball kicked out of bounds. It'll stay with Anderson County. No, it'll go to the Lady Trojans. They get a turnover. I missed that. Down to put a number down. That's why it helps the tables to be in front of you, so you're always looking when everything's to your right. You gotta turn your head, Dale.
Well,
Whirl. Smith on the right wing. Dump off inside Talley. Foltz there. Talley will put it high off the glass, no good. And a rebound pulled out of there. And then they nearly lose it on the far side, but gathered back up by Ebert. 7:06 to play. High post Foltz. She'll drive. Puts it on the deck. Forces it up. Shot no good. Rebound to be determined.
Stepping in line for the Bulldogs is going to be number 15, Brooklyn Kurtz.
They got that on short.
The 9th team foul is charged to short.
deep breath.
Well, it's vicinity even. I mean, it's not. I mean, you're not even seeing contact. I right there on the barrel on that one. She was standing behind the play and anticipated the contact. It just wasn't there. That was. And they do get it on Foltz, her 4th. Now, if you're Lady Trojan, you got to recognize Foltz.
That's her 5th.
Oh, it's her 5th. I thought it was just her 4th. I've lost track of that. Well, she was their leading scorer at halftime at 11. She had 4 in the 3rd quarter. She fouls out with 15. Well, I said people were going to foul out of this game, and I was right 101 into it. Meanwhile, Faith Poland was hurt coming off there. She's on the bench, but she's not into the ball game. I'm not sure she was played kind of last minute of that 3rd quarter injured. And Drake Whirl, high arcing shot. No good. Again, Drake had 9 first quarter points, hasn't scored since then. Trying to break this 43 all time. That one catches the front iron and goes in. Trojans back in front. Well, Lady Trojans have had a way. Oh, she stepped out of bounds and she grabbed it. Trojans get the press. They've had a way of making things more interesting than they're supposed to be sometimes. We saw that against Iola at the Wilson County Classic. That 3rd place game with the overtime. And this one was a 13-point game in the 3rd quarter. Lost that lead. Or 13-point game in the 2nd quarter, rather, and they've lost that lead. There's a Whirl top of the key. Have it right now, though, by 1. Short on the left wing. The youngsters are getting called upon here, including Serena Short. This time, no go again. Well, she's had some good looks. Just hasn't been able to get them to go. Trojans back in transition D up for Kurtz. Kurtz on the left wing. Dump off inside for Spring. Kick. 3 on the way, no good. Jump ball in favor of the Lady Trojans.
Held ball, possession belongs to Girard. Entering the lineup for Girard, number 20.
Caleb Flaherty, Faith Poland going to come back to the ball game. That's good for Lady Trojans.
For the Trojans, number 32, Caleb Flaherty.
Have Faith on the floor. She, in that 3rd quarter, went 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Into short. Back to Sands. Long pass up to Flaherty. Backside for Poland. Poland will catch. She'll drive. She'll get some contact. Fling it up, and it goes in. She's hurt again. Pretty awesome shot. Trojans. Kinsey Smith trying to call timeout. Official says she can't call timeout. We got an injured player in Faith Poland. She tried to go back in there and play and got hurt on the shot. Tried to get some contact, and she comes down. She's got that big old knee brace, and maybe shouldn't have gone back into the ball game perhaps, but second guess, I guess. The fact that ball that she shot went in is a flat miracle. She just flinged it up there with her hand, and she's trying to get some contact. She couldn't get that call. But that's unfortunate for Lady Trojans. leading rebounder on this team is a freshman. And she is number 3 on this team in scoring. Number 3 on this team in scoring. Trojans going to get it across. Nope, they threw it away. Back to Anderson County on the right wing for Simpson. It's been a weird game. There's a travel by Simpson. Coach hot over that not stop and play with an injured player. Get it in for Smith. And finally a foul going to be called on Simpson.
Personal foul is on the Bulldogs, number 13, Cameron Simpson. Her first personal foul.
43 fouls called in this ball game.
For Girard will be number 12, Kinsey Smith. Smith shoots 2.
And Smith will shoot 2 because of the double bonus. And she'll make the first one.
Return to the floor for Anderson County, number 42, Reagan.
All of her points have come from the free throw line. Kinsey Smith here. She made them both. Senior stepping up finally. She has missed quite a few, but she has made her last 3 huge. 48-43. It's a 5-point game. Trojans have tightened it down a little bit defensively. She'll pick up high. Will Jasper looking to drive, kick to the corner for Kurtz. Now here's Jasper, lost it, gathered back up, and Ewart will just fling it up there, and she'll get to go. 48-45. And coach wants another timeout. It'll be a 30. We'll take it. 5:23 to play in the ball game. 48-45 Trojans lead by 3. You're watching it on Girard Sports Live.
It may be cold outside, but you can stay warm and cozy inside with help from Girard Commodity. Replace your flooring today with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. We have a great selection of furniture, including mattresses and sofa sets. And if you need a recliner, this is the place to be. Now is a great time to shop at Girard Commodity Flooring and Furniture, with stores in Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Tip-off. 5:23 to play here in the fourth quarter. 48-45. Lady Trojans up by 3. Trojans trail by 1 after 3.
And the winner of the GESPTO baskets.
Trojans try to put it in bounds here as they got to break this pressure that has been a problem for them tonight. Jada Valley back into the ball game since the 7:35 mark.
To the GESPTO.
Since the 7th. Well, he said it was white. He did say it was white ball. He pointed towards white ball, but it's red ball. He did point towards the Anderson County side. And they get it right. So Jada Valley checking in for the first time. Jada's minutes tonight, minimal, because she has battled through that foul trouble. Inbound to Flaherty. Kayla back to Gabby Sands. Trojans need to have good possessions here. Flaherty cutting through. Over to go with it. Needs to do something with it. Out to Smith. There's Valley on the left wing. Dump off inside Flaherty. Puts it on the deck. Kick. Free throw line. Whirl on the way. Good! Drake Whirl in double figures. 50-45. And another turnover by the Trojan defense. They've tightened down a little bit here in this fourth quarter. Subs in the ballgame. Schmidt going to check in with her 4 fouls. And Keys are going to check in with her 4 fouls.
Number 12, Jenna Schmidt. Number 25, Mackenzie Keyser. Schmidt, Keyser.
And their leading scorer, Callie Foltz, in this ball game, checked out with 15 points and fouled out of this game. Valley going to break through the defense. She'll take it all the way. Dump off last minute, but she'll be fouled before she can do that. And she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Charge the Bulldog foul to number 3, Autumn Ewart.
It's going on Ewart's 4th personal.
Stepping the line to shoot 2.
1, 2, 3, 4 girls playing with 4 fouls, and Jada Valley, this is the first one. And of those, 3 of them on the floor. Valley missed the first, makes the second one. 4:46 to play, 51-45. Jasper off left side, Ewert. Ewert, kick to Keyser, dump up inside. Ewert, good dish, and good finish for Autumn Ewert. She's got all their fourth quarter points.
Basket by number 3, Autumn Ewert.
51-47. Jada going to cross over. Dump off Flaherty. Kalen, shot no good. Rebound though. Kinsey Smith. Worrell comes out of there with it. Gets tripped from behind and then tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Trojans. It was off the hands of Ewert as she came down there. Bodies all over the place. The Trojans will keep the basketball here with 4:15 to play in the game. Down to Jada. Working against Ewert. Moving screen to be called on Kaylin Flaherty, perhaps. Oh, they called on Ewert. That's her 5th. She fouls out. She fouls out with 8 points. She has all the points here in this fourth quarter. I thought they were going to get Kaylin on that moving screen.
Seen her stick her knee out just a little bit.
But it's going to send Valley back to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one's no good. She's just been out of the floor of the game so long, it's hard to come in all of a sudden. You got to start shooting free throws. Loose ball, going to call a foul. This might be on Flaherty.
I think it will be.
Her 4th. Jada missed them both.
Personal foul is on the Trojans, number 32, Kaylin Flaherty.
And so that'll go to the other end of the floor, and Brooklyn Kurtz will shoot. 2.
Stepping on the line to shoot 2 will be Brooklyn Kurtz for the Bulldogs.
There's a first from Kurtz. Up and good. She has managed to get through this game, and I don't have her down for a single foul. I think I have a foul in this game.
I've got 2.
You got 2?
2.
Kurtz missed the second one. There's Flaherty catch off the pass from Valley. She'll scoop off to her. Jada gets it stripped from her. Here they go up in front for Jasper. Trojans trying to run. Good closeout there. Kick on the baseline. Keyser back around. Set her feet. And a foul going to be called. If it's on Flaherty, it's her 5th. Let's say it's on the shot.
Personal foul is on the
It's on Gabby Sands.
Gabby Sands. Her 3rd personal.
Her 3rd.
Stepping on the line to shoot 2.
Only 3. She's only got 3. Everyone else has got more.
No, I mean, that's like having none. At the free throw line is Jenna Schmidt. And she knocks down the first one. She's had plenty of attempts tonight. She is 4 of 9 off that one. Rattles that one in. 1 point contest, 51-50. 3:42 to play in the ball game. Get it into Flaherty. Throw it up inside to Smith. Trojans, I think, still need to be aggressive here. Kinsey with the right hand. No good, but she has fouled. Yeah, I would be just as irritated if I was the Henderson County. Not a lot of contact there. But it's been consistent. It's been irritating, but it's been consistent.
Smith shoots 2.
And so Kinsey at the free throw line. We've said that a lot tonight. She had made her last 3, missed that one. This is her 16th attempt from the free throw line. That one goes in. 52-50. 3:32 in this ball game. Kurtz with it on the left side. Dump off inside Schmidt, up and under Flaherty. She can't play quite as tough because she could foul her. Schmidt's first field goal since early in the 3rd quarter. It's a tie game. Trojans have finally figured out the press a little bit. It certainly helps to have Jada Valley in the ball game. Jada steps through with the right hand, good. 54-52. Trojans back in front. Off right side for Simpson. Here's Jasper. Kick. Here's a three by Kurtz on the way. Missed it badly. And out of bounds it goes. Back to the Lady Trojans.
Return to the floor for the Trojans, number 2.
Back in comes JoJo Ferguson. Shoes playing with 4 fouls. Out goes Kinsey Smith. And the pressure will remain here from Anderson County. They have pressed almost wire to wire. Jada throws it in for Flaherty. Gets it stripped from her hands by Jasper. Backside Schmidt up and good. Tie ball game again. Trojans will break it this time with Jada. Valley's got to just go. Nearly poked out from behind her. Now she'll pull it back with 2:24 to go in a tie contest. There's a steal by the Bulldogs. Then Gabby Sands pokes it out from behind. Stayed with it, did Sands. And the Trojans get new life here with 2 minutes to go in a timeout by Coach Herlocker. Timeout on the floor. We will take it. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Girard Medical Center now offers both outpatient pulmonary and cardiac rehabilitation services. Our approach combines physical therapy, respiratory therapy, behavioral health, and nutrition to help you become more fit and active.
With cardiac and pulmonary rehab, we want to focus on lifestyle changes. We provide people with education to help prevent further events.
Each treatment is unique to the individual patient because at Girard Medical Center, we care for our communities one patient at a time. Call us at 620-724-5126.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
.201 to play here in the ball game. Lady Trojans, Lady Bulldogs all tied up. This was Lady Trojans game all first half. They led by 8 at the halftime break, and then the Lady Bulldogs have battled their way back into this one, led several times, been tied several times, and now it's a tie ball game. JoJo for 3 on the way, ooh, in and out. And rebound pulled out of the by Kurtz. Here comes Jasper in transition. And she'll peel back with 1:40 to play. A young team here in Anderson County. A little more experience on the floor perhaps for the Trojans. Does that matter? Schmidt's in there playing with 4 fouls. Does that matter? Here's a 3, no good. Rebound to be determined. That's Kurtz. She double dribbled. Jasper going to tie her shoe. And the Lady Trojans will get the basketball to inbound here with 1:22 to play. Tied. Trying to break this pressure. To JoJo. Back to Valley. Jada, fly up the floor. She needs to go all the way to the rim. Jada steps through with the right hand. Good. 56-54. Stop here. 1:07 to play. Jasper with it. Out high. Off left side for Keyser. Loose ball. Jasper going to come up with it. And a timeout taken by Coach Disbrow.
30-second timeout called by Anderson County. 30 seconds.
Timeout on the floor, we'll take it. We're back to 30. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
56-54, 56.9 seconds to play here in the ball game. Lady Trojans lead by 2. Inbound here. They're going to pull the trigger on a 3. That one's in and out. That was as in as it was out. JoJo comes away with a rebound. Schmidt nearly picks up foul number 4, and they threw it away. Jasper. Dump off inside Schmidt, and a foul going to be called on Ferguson. If it is, it's her 5th. That's a good foul, really, even though it is her 5th, because that was going to be an easy layup. Put her at the free throw line. From the free throw line so far, she has not been all that consistent.
The personal foul is called on Jordan Ferguson.
She shot 10 free throws. She's 5 of 10. So JoJo, the first of the Lady Trojans to foul out. That's 3 people.
Steps to the line to shoot 2.
And I think this is our 49th foul of the ball game. It sounds like I made that up, but I did not. And Schmidt knocks down the first one. Even though she's 5 of 10, she was 5 of 10 before that one, she's made her last 4. So she's 6 of 11 now from the stripe. Missed that one though, loose ball. Jada Valley comes out of the with it. That was hit on the body. Knocked her down. It's going to be back in Anderson County. That's a tough break against Lady Trojans. I mean, she literally got knocked down to the floor trying to get the ball. That's not a foul. I'm not sure exactly what is, but it'll be Anderson County basketball. Trojans need to stop now with 33 seconds to play. Up by 1. That's a precarious position to be in. Kurtz catch it. Dump off inside for Schmidt. She's triple teamed. She'll put it up and in, and the foul. That's probably going to be 5 on Flaherty. No, they called on Serena Short.
Count the basket. Charge the foul to the Trojans number 11, Serena Short.
And Short picks up just her 2nd foul, but the and 1 here could make it a 2-point game, and it is. 24 seconds to play, still plenty of time here. Jada needs to make her own. Here's Short, back to Valley, 14 seconds. She's trying to send it to overtime. No foul. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Trojans with 8.6. You want to get 2 just to try to tie this ball game if you're Lady Trojans. Let your go-to 2-point play. Coach is going to figure it out right here. 8.6 seconds to play. Lady Trojans have had opportunities in this game, and they have squandered some opportunities in this game. They battled through a ton of adversity, some of it not completely in their control. And right now they're down by 2 with 8.6 with the ball underneath their basket. Another boys game coming up in just a little bit. The Trojan men 12-1 on the season. Coming off a lopsided victory 46-21 over Galena on Tuesday. Anderson County coming in at 8-3. It's a pretty good Anderson County team at 8-3. They're coming off a 77-69 win over Burlington. Before that, probably their best win, actually it was a loss by 1, 80-79 to Wellsville. So the Trojans need to get it into Jada. She catches, has to pull out a little bit. Back over to Valley, 5 seconds. She'll step through, tons of contact, shot up no good. Flaherty gets the rebound. She'll put it up with the buzzer, no good. Had a chances at the end there. Couple of cracks at it. Again, fought through some adversity that was not of their own making. Frustration on the face of the Lady Trojans. And this will be one tough to break down here with Coach Herlocker. He just a little bit on the postgame show. As certainly a 13-point first half lead at one point squandered, and then a back and forth affair ends with the Lady Trojans falling in this one 58-56. We'll talk about it here on the Leah Smith Agency postgame show. Lady Trojans fall for just the 3rd time this year on the road here at Anderson County. Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, bringing 10 years of industry experience back to her hometown. Call 620-670-4590, proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. We're back to talk about this one, whether we like it or not, on the Leah Smith Agency postgame show on.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent in Girard is Leah Smith. Leah is excited to bring more than 10 years industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri back to her hometown. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options, whether it's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. Give Leah Smith a call today at 620-670-4590. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. Producers Co-op of Girard has been serving the needs of farmers and ranchers in southeast Kansas for decades. With a wide range of products and services, you'll be sure to find what you're looking for. Contact the Agronomy Center for seed recommendations, seed treatments, crop scouting, grid and soil sampling, custom and variable rate application, and more. Raise the bar and make this year the most profitable yet. To learn more, visit them online at girardcoop.com or call the Agronomy Center at 620-724-8372. Producers Co-op, working for you.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about My Mobile Money and mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Go Trojans!
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Little ones entertaining us here in between ball games. Lady Trojans fall here in a heartbreaker to Anderson County, 58-56. Here on the Leah Smith Agency post-game show. And the way this one went down, strange as could be, nearly 50 fouls called in this game. It was consistent among both teams, I would say. It was just too much. And it certainly set a tone on this game. Both Anderson County had two girls foul out. JoJo Ferguson, the only one from Lady Trojans to foul out, but Jada Valley played minimal time because she was battling fouls. She checked out with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter, did not play the rest of the first half, and then picked up her fourth foul 25 seconds into the third, and did not play the rest of the third. Came in about 5 minutes to go in the ball game, managed not to foul out of the game, but it certainly paid a toll on the Lady Trojans, as Jada finished with 9 points here in this one, but just 1 of 4 from the free throw line, all in the fourth quarter. And that is really the story here for Lady Trojans, 21 of 38. Anderson County didn't shoot the ball all that great either, didn't figure those up, but just looking at the numbers, looking at my little dots on my page here, but they shot a little bit better, it appears, and certainly a lot of free throws shot in this one, and that is the difference in this ball game. Final stats brought to you by the Bender on 7, another great post-game celebration. Win, lose, or draw, you got to go have some fun, grab your friends, and head to the Bender for a late-night snack. Bender on 7, Girard's favorite hangout. Dine in or carry out. Call 620-724-4860. And first up for Anderson County, that's some role players, I think, step in and have some big game for them. And leading the way, it was Callie Foltz. She fouled out of this ball game and didn't have any points in the fourth quarter, but she led them with 15. 8 points from Autumn Ewart. And then 8 points from Rihanna Jasper, 4 points from Haley Mackenzie Keyser, and then 3 points from Brooklyn Kurtz for the Lady Bulldogs. For the Lady Trojans, 16 points from Faith Poland, including 7 of 8 shooting. That's when you take that out, it's even worse. 14 of 30 if you take out Faith Poland's attempts and makes. And so the rest of the team struggling below 50%. You throw in her 7 of 8, it looks, or 6 of 8 rather, 6 of 7, it looks much better. But 16 points for her, but she did leave this game with an injury. We will not know her status, I'm certain, for a little while. Double figures for Drake Worrell, 9 of those 12 in the first quarter. 9 points from Jada Valley, 8 points from Kinsey Smith, 4 points from Kaylin Flaherty, 4 points from JoJo Ferguson, and 1 point for Serena Short. Let's look at your final numbers brought to you by the Bender on 7. We'll take another break. We'll come back. We'll talk to the head coach of the Lady Trojans, Brad Herlocker, on the Leah Smith Agency postgame show on Girard Sports Live.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net. or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
Crawcan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
Here we go. Back out here on the Leah Smith Agency post-game show. Wrapping up here, the Lady Trojans fall here tonight on the road at Anderson County, 58-56. A odd ball game, back and forth. Lady Trojans led by as many as 13 in this game midway through the second quarter. And then Anderson County took their first lead, 33-32, with 4:36 to play. At one point, they had outscored them 18-6, I believe, to come back into this ball game. Then it was just back and forth. It was game on from that point. Never really got big for either team. Ended up being in favor of the Lady Bulldogs in the end, 58-56. Joining us now, the head coach of Lady Trojans, Brad Herlocker. Those are tough games, Coach. There's a little bit of stuff outside your control. There's certainly some things you can control. I guess those are the things you got to focus on in a game like this. But you're on the road playing a non-conference game. At the end of the year, this is just going to be one of those learning experiences. It shouldn't have a big impact on how things go from here on out. But anything to take away from this contest here on the road?
We knew coming in that these people just created chaos, and I thought this game was called just kind of weird to where they were allowed to create that chaos, and we didn't handle it real well. To be quite honest, I'm not a person to make excuses about anything. I love each and every one of my kids. Overall, super proud of the effort they gave. Obviously our execution wasn't there as much, but when you got a 6-foot girl grinding all over the top of you, it's hard to finish. It really is. And the takeaways, I guess, from this is that when everybody in the room's losing their head, you got to keep your cool. And there were lots of times we can point to where we probably didn't.
Yeah. The real question now is going to be how you bounce back, because you got to get right back out of the firing into the fire kind of situation. You've got some senior leadership on this team. Is that something that you can kind of point to help lead you here through a little bit of this loss? Just your third loss of the season. Yeah,
with Faith getting hurt, we're kind of building up our injuries here and getting pretty light in that spot, in that position. And, lot of it, we're going to be licking our wounds. I think just from a standpoint of, Face the only one that went down, but there were 2 or 3 other people complaining of some injury they got in that game and stuff. But like you said, this was a non-league game and a non-conference. So it really, other than pride and record for sub-state, it really doesn't count against us. We've got to be able to rebound. Columbus is a very, very good team. And they've only, I believe, got 4 or 5 losses overall and only a couple losses in league. So they'll be a very, very tough matchup for us, especially down some posts and some things like that. But, again, there's no wasted experience. I think we'll learn from some of this stuff, and hopefully we can build back up.
All right, Coach, thanks for coming up and chatting with us. We'll regroup, go back at it on Tuesday. Appreciate your time as always.
Thank you.
Head coach of the Girard Lady Trojans, Brad Urlacher, joining us here on the Leah Smith Agency post-game show. It's going to do it for our ladies coverage. The Lady Trojans do fall for just the 3rd time this year, 58-56 here on the road at Anderson County. Got a boys game coming up as the Trojan men at 12-1. Get ready to take on the Anderson County Bulldogs at 8-3. We'll have that game for you in just a little bit. Coach's post-game interview is brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan instant issue mascot debit card. Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard schools. Learn more online at mybankcmb.com. It's time to kick off the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. When we return, we're going to hear from the head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Westcott, here on the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show on Girard Sports.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan instant issue mascot debit card. While you're there, be sure to ask about My Mobile Money and mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard schools. Go Trojans!
Crocan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Good luck, Trojans, from your friends at Crocan. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Of course, Ag Choice has all the products you need to keep your crops growing, like fertilizer, crop protection products, and seed. But Ag Choice is also the first stop for keeping your livestock operation going, with a great selection of farm supplies, equipment, and quality feeds. To find solutions to all of your agricultural needs, contact Joe Murphy of Ag Choice of Hepler at 620-368-4347. Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
When I wake up in the morning, love, the sunlight hurts my eyes, then I look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day.
Welcome back to Community National Bank and Trust pregame show here on Girard Sports Live. BJ Harris along with you as we get set for the backside of our high school basketball doubleheader tonight on the road at Anderson County. The Trojans taking on the Bulldogs. Joining us now, the head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Westcott, and coach coming off a shellacking, I guess, for lack of a better term, against Galena on Tuesday. A game where I know you guys were focused on that game because you didn't play your best in that first matchup, and just goes to show you sometimes when you play somebody twice, they play you better, sometimes they play you worse, and in that case, Galena just a no-show. Did you learn anything from that win over Galena?
Just looking at ourselves, I thought, like you said, our kids come in focused and ready to play, and we're expecting a pretty hard-fought game, and, we jumped on them early and really never looked back, so that was good to see. I thought kind of an interesting stat for us the other night. We shot 6 3s. We made 6 3s the other night, but it was from 6 different guys.
Right.
That doesn't happen very often, so the other guys shared the ball pretty well. It was a low-scoring game. We didn't score a lot of points, but our guys didn't get to play much in the fourth quarter or if any. So, you can't really look at the stats too much. But defensively, guys did some good things and shut down what they want to do, and hopefully we can continue those things and hopefully we can get that done again this evening.
Yeah, the interesting thing about your team, and certainly right now, is, I mean, obviously you guys are kind of high-flying. You want to run up and down the floor, and you're pretty good at it in transition. A lot of times teams like that don't play very good defense. And so far it seems within reason, other than maybe a few minutes here or there, the defense has been a real bright spot for you guys here of late.
Well, we feel like we've got it locked down. You know, there's going to be nights when you're not shooting the ball well or things just aren't going well, but you feel like you should be able to play defense every night. That's kind of what we've always hung our hat on, and these kids are buying into that. You know, I feel like they understand that, hey, if we can lock teams down and keep them under 40, we got a pretty good shot at winning night in and night out. So, you know, that's something that we strive for every night.
You're getting ready to it's kind of home stretch. We got 7 games left before sub-state starts, which is crazy. It surprises me every year how fast basketball season seems to go. When you look at that schedule in November, and then you're looking at it now, February 1st, it seems like things have sped up. Do you feel like you're where you need to be as you make this stretch towards sub-state?
No, we're not where we need to be.
Never.
We got a lot of things that we need to improve upon, and you know, hopefully we can get some guys back. We're looking at getting Ryder back here in a week or so. And, you know, he's been pretty anxious. He's trying to get back in the flow of things. So get him going and get things fitted back together will be good. But we've still got a lot of things to improve upon, and that's a never-ending process. So hopefully we'll be there by March. But, you know, we just got to keep working and take it day by day.
All right, on to Anderson County, the Bulldogs, a team that's scrappy, a team that's got some state experience here over the last few years. What do you know of them? What do you expect?
You know, they got 3 kids that can really play. They can all 3 shoot it and drive it. Very athletic, got some speed. They're going to get out and run and go up and down the floor. That'd be key for us tonight to keep them out of transition, because if you let them get going and get the flow of the game, they remind me a little bit of Baxter. They're not as big, probably as what some of the teams we've played, but they do have very good quickness, go to pressure, and try to make it a full court game. So you'll be calling 1, 3, and 5's name quite a bit tonight, because they can all shoot the ball, and we'll have to make sure that we've got a hand in their face and make it tough for them.
All right, well, it should be a lot of fun on the road, big road trip. Back at conference action next week. We'll talk more about that then, Coach. We appreciate your time as always. Good luck tonight.
All right. Thanks, BJ.
Head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Westcott, joining us here on the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. We'll step away, take a quick break. Still the gum, keys the game, starting lineups, opening tip-off from Garnett. It's the Trojans and Bulldogs tonight on Girard Sports Live.
The best place for your pregame or postgame meal is Bender on 7. The Bender has quickly become Girard's favorite restaurant, with incredible specials like the famous Taco Tuesdays, 3 tacos for $1. Wednesdays, try the adult grilled cheese. Thursdays is chili dog day, and of course, Friday, game day, is steak tips after 5. Grab a friend, grab a drink, and grab a seat at the Bender on 7, where they're streaming Girard Sports Live right now. Bender on 7. Order now. 620-724-4860.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross Southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Calls is a first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
It may be cold outside, but you can stay warm and cozy inside with help from Girard Commodity. Replace your flooring today with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. We have a great selection of furniture, including mattresses and sofa sets. And if you need a recliner, this is the place to be. Now is a great time to shop at Girard Commodity Flooring and Furniture, with stores in Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
Bulldogs warming up here inside this gymnasium. The Girard Trojans getting ready to take on the Anderson County Bulldogs here in our nightcap. We've been on the air for the better part of a day, it feels like, as that girls game took a while. For any comparison, the broadcast the other night against Galena was about 2:20. 2 hours and 20 minutes, I think. 2 hours and 30 minutes or so. We have been on the air for 2 hours.
Wow.
For one game. And so that girls game, over 50 fouls called in that game. Lady Trojans shot 38 free throws, for example. And so we will see what the boys game has in store. Of course, the Trojan men, again, coming into this contest at 12-1. They are 6-1 in the CNC. This is a non-conference game. They're taking on Anderson County, 8-3, but 3-3 in their Pioneer League action. Elsewhere tonight in our area matchups, brought to you by Bumper to Bumper of Girard, formerly Brown Auto Parts. Bumper to Bumper has been serving the Girard area since 1935. Come in and talk with Willie if you're in the needs for belts, Bosch brake pads, Wicks filters, Timken bearings, and so much more. Bumper to Bumper, 101 East Prairie Street in Girard. Baxter Springs is at Galena tonight. Columbus is at St. Mary's Colgan. Riverson's at Frontenac in the other CNC games. And so the Trojans on that one non-conference game. 7 teams, so every night there's got to be one playing not a CNC game in the CNC schedule. And so we're that team here tonight. Back at it coming up on Tuesday as we make the trip to Columbus to take on the Titans. Your area matchups brought to you by Bumper to Bumper. Shot of the Games brought to you by Kim Kravitz Photo. Kim Kravitz is a boutique photography studio specializing in high school, senior pictures, and sports photography. Let Kim capture your memories. Learn more at kimkravitzphoto.com or call 620-704-7474. Dale, you got to check this one out. This is pretty cool. We see it live, but that's what a dunk by Caleb Mulia looks like frame by frame. And that's picture 1, 2, and 3, all in the same dunk. And I wasn't sure if it was the same dunk or other ones, but then I looked at the other players around him, and either they've all put themselves in the exact same spot, or that's the same dunk. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Picture of it there from Kim and of Caleb Mulia and doing what he do, averaging nearly 25 points per ball game. He is closing in on 1,000 points for his career. Barring injury, he will achieve that rare milestone. And the Trojans need him to continue to be as impressive as he has been up to this point. Key of the game brought to you by the Bender on 7. Key to satisfying your appetite as they stop at the Bender on 7. Bender has quickly become a Girard favorite with great daily specials. Steak tips tonight on Friday. Bender on 7 Diner. Call for a pickup. Call 620-724-4860. Dale, what are your thoughts on this one?
Real quick, right before the national anthem, I believe foul trouble. We need to stay out of it.
Based on what you just saw.
Yep.
Back in 2 minutes for opening tip-off and starting lineups from Anderson County. The Trojans, the Bulldogs, coming up your way next on Girard Sports.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judd Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members so they are able to make the best decisions. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, or Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
Girard Medical Center's bariatric program has made extraordinary changes to many people's lives.
I am no longer living the life on the sideline watching everybody else enjoy those things I want to do. I am doing those things now. I am doing things that I only dreamed of doing for the longest time. I'm truly living the life I've always wanted.
Call to learn more. Girard Medical Center, caring for our community one patient at a time.
G&W Foods is the one-stop shop for everything you need to feed the family. With a great selection of quality, fresh, and delicious foods, you're sure to find something to satisfy every appetite. With friendly and knowledgeable staff, the folks at G&W Foods can help you find what you need so you can get in, get out, and on your way with your day. Plus, don't forget G&W Foods for the great daily lunch specials. Open 7 days a week. Check out their weekly Facebook-only specials. The G&W Foods family super wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Starting lineups going on here inside the gymnasium. We will do them as well. Starting lineups brought to you by the Jagged Edge. Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylist Carla Sands sitting right there behind me. Robin Hawkins or Eva Vietti will have you looking your very best. For your next big game, make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. I don't know, try to make an appointment. Message it on Facebook. Maybe we can make it for you. She's sitting literally 2 feet behind me. No, don't do that because it's not going to stick. First out for the Bulldogs, it's going to be number 1, Cass Allnut, a 6'3" senior. Number 2, Garrett Edens, a 6-foot junior. Number 3, Justin Rockers, a 5'10" senior. Our Rockers and Garnett, shocking. It's a state law. There has to be one on every roster. Number 5, Carson Powelson, a 6'1" senior, and number 11, Damon Keyser, a 6-foot senior. And so a senior-laden team here, 4 seniors and 1 junior on the starting lineup. They're coached by Steve Lyon. Coach Lyon's got one of the great mustaches in Southeast Kansas basketball. For the Trojans tonight, it'll be number 10, Caleb Muya. Again, averaging 24 points a game. Really improved his free throw shooting here of late, 50 of 84, 60%. Number 24, Caden Lowen going to get the start here for the Trojans. 5'7" sophomore, averaging 2.5 points a game. Number 12, Dylan Collins, 6'1" senior, averages 6.1. Leading free throw shooter as well. Number 50, Evan Troike is a 5'10" senior. And number 55, Carter Doherty, 6'5" senior, averaging 8.2. Trojans should have some size advantage here tonight. We'll see if they can take advantage of that size advantage. Opening tip, as always, brought to you by our friends at Larrett Ceramics. One of the rare, just about a lost hit by the Trojans, but it's knocked out of bounds. And so it'll go to the Trojans. They just kind of beat him to the punch there, I think, on that one. Then on the jump by Carson Powelson. Stop by Larrett Ceramics for great gift ideas and supplies. Get creative when it comes to gift buying. You get your friends and family a beautiful ceramic piece. Sign them up for classes. Larrett Ceramics, 620-724-8442. So the Trojans will have the ball on the opening possession of this one. Caden Longman on the right wing. Move through Troike. Scoop it offside for Muya. Going to be knocked out of bounds off of the Trojans. And so the first possession of the game here for Anderson County. Hand off, ACL drive. Powelson pushing in on Troike. Shot up, no good. Here's Troike. Scoop off. Doherty up off the glass, gets the roll. Too easy for Carter. And the Trojans will take the early 2-0 lead. Trying to drive outside is Allnut. 1, 2, and 3 are the ones coach said really keep an eye on. Down inside, Allnut will get it. Up and around, nearly blocked, but over the top. On the take of Carter Doherty, over the top of Doherty. Tie ball game. Collins give away for Muya. They're going to put a little pressure on, will the Bulldogs. Trojans break that fairly easily. Here's Lallman off right side for Muya. Troike to the free throw line. Now a stutter step, kick. Lallman. He'll skip pass off right side for Muya. They'll reset here with 6:30 to go in this opening quarter of play. All for Collins off left side. Dump off backside. Good move behind without the ball. Moving is Doherty. And he's got all 4 of the Trojans' points. Here come the Bulldogs in transition. High off the glass and good on the take by Rockers. And they'll put that pressure on again in the backcourt. Lady Bulldogs pressed, I think, the whole entire game. Bulldogs have started out that way themselves. 4-4. Backside Doherty. Again, here's where that size advantage comes. Good luck. They got nobody on their bench. they can contend with that body size. Some guys are almost as tall, but nobody as beefy. Up off, Trojans looking to get a stop, can't. Off right side held here by Powson. On the right wing for Rockers. He'll pull the trigger on a deep three. Cleared by Doherty. Here comes Mulia. Caleb, 1-on-3, I like my odds. Behind the back, that's pretty nifty. He'll scoop with the right hand, can't get it to go. Gets a rebound, almost gets the rebound, and pulled out of there somehow by Edens. It's a rare miss from that close for Caleb. And up in front, leading the charge is Keyser. On top of the key hold, Rockers. Allnut for three, no good. Rebound, Lallman. Caden pulls it down. He'll push it up. Caden back around for Troike. Dump off inside, Mulia catch. Hand in his face, the foul, and the bucket. The first one for Caleb Mulia is going to be an and one.
Count the basket, charge the foul to Anderson.
And the Trojans' first one is going to be called on Keyser.
Stepping onto the floor for
his first team one.
number 22, St. Anderson, and number 23, Gabe Mulia.
And Gabe Mulia going to check in. Out goes Lallman. Out goes Collins. In comes Henderson for the Trojans as well. And Mulia to try to get the and one. Again, 50 of 84 from the free throw line. He has really come on strong. You take away the first 6 games of the season, he's above 80%, I would say, free throw shooting. Driving, Powson, shot up, rims out. Fighting for the rebound, he gets it. He'll put it back up with the right hand. This time it's good. 4:36 to play in this first quarter. Little stutter step enough. Ball knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans. Mulia to inbound. Gets it to the corner for Troike. Push to the elbow. Caleb up and under. Elevates ball. Tipped a little bit. Knocked around. Doherty's going to clean it up. He's going to elbow his teammate in the face. And it'll go no good. And here come the Bulldogs. Blocked. Carter Doherty says, nah. On the season, he leads his team in block shots, does Doherty, I believe.
Returning to the floor for Anderson County, number 11.
14 of them. How about 15? It's more than one a game. Inbound deep. First sub in there is Tanner Spencer. Stolen away. Logan Thomas just checked in as well. He missed. Gabe Mulia was coming off that back side. They'll keep it alive. Troike on the left corner. The development of this bench for the Trojans has been a key, and we knew it would be. Logan Thomas has come on a little bit. In his moments, he certainly takes advantage of them. Gabe Mulia as well. Troike continue. Logan Thomas for three. No good. And rebound pulled out of there by Allnut for Anderson County. Here's Powson. Off left side, set, fire, three on the way, in and out. Tight rim on the shot by Tanner Spencer. Trojans going the other way. Troike working against Powson. 9-6. Again, this Anderson County team has been in the state tournament a few times here of late. And they get out there and they're one of those teams, they might not win the first game, but they're not one you want to play first. And here's why. Another stop defensively, up in front. Here's Spencer, wrap around, nearly stop it. Get back into the hands, though, of Bronson Parks. The Trojans' fast break keeps everybody away from the rim, though, because there were two guys standing at half court thinking they weren't going to get another chance at it. Spencer on the right wing. 6'4 frame, 6'3 frame of Mulia. See ya. Out of the ball game goes Powson, out goes Allnut. Back in Rockers comes. And back in comes Edens for the Bulldogs. 2:40 to play in the first quarter. Trojans up by 3. Led by as many as 4. Here's a 3. Shot no good. Oh, what a good board by Carter Doherty. Outlet for Troike, and here he comes. Troike from left to right. Missed on the shot. Here come the Bulldogs again, leading the charge this time is Keyser. Hand off here for Spencer. To Keyser, to the corner for Rockers. Going to drive as Edens, nowhere to go with it. Kick out, set. 3 on the way by Keyser, no good. But a long rebound pulled out of there by the Parks. And back around it goes. Reset here for Rockers. Rockers. Scoop off. And a long possession here for Anderson County. Spencer. Edens. And he'll hand off, looking to drive. Kick. Rockers nowhere to go with it. Trojans defense has been really good here of late, including holding Galena just 5 points in the first half the other day. I can't get over that. Spencer, top of the key. Keyser, back around they go. Off to Rockers. He'll try to find a hole in this Trojan defense. Driving, kick, Edens, Spencer. Caleb Muya. Getting ready to check back into the ball game. I think he went out at the start of this possession, and he's just now coming back in on what has been almost a 1 minute possession. Actually, I think over a minute now. Spencer walked with it. Back in comes Allnut, back in comes Powson. Out goes Spencer, out goes Wilton Parks. Collins comes back in. Muya comes back in. Thomas goes out. Troike goes out. 57 seconds to go first quarter. Muya, a long pass up in front to Caleb Muya. Muya to Muya connection. Caleb will elevate and lay it in with the right hand. He's got 5 on the assist from his brother. 5 points, the largest lead of the ball game now for the Trojans. 41 seconds to play. Towson, 3, good. He's got 5 of their 9. 29 seconds to play. And Collins threw it away. Good defense there by the Bulldogs up in front. Towson on the other end again. Well, just like that, it's a tie ball game. 3-point shot, a 2-point shot off a steal will change momentum at the end of the quarter here. This is a pretty good atmosphere here for basketball. Muya for the free throw line, rolls it in. And so Caleb's 7 points in the first quarter keeps the Trojans in front. But it's so far a pretty good one here. Take our first break. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Trojan basketball.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent in Girard is Leah Smith. Leah is excited to bring more than 10 years industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri back to her hometown. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options, whether it's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. Give Leah Smith a call today at 620-670-4590. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. Producers Co-op of Girard has been serving the needs of farmers and ranchers in southeast Kansas for decades. With a wide range of products and services, you'll be sure to find what you're looking for. Contact the Agronomy Center for seed recommendations, seed treatments, crop scouting, grid and soil sampling, custom and variable rate application, and more. Raise the bar and make this year the most profitable yet. To learn more, visit them online at girardcoop.com or call the Agronomy Center at 620-724-8372. Producers Co-op, working for you.
Trojans come back out and start this second quarter with their starting 5. Anderson County does the same. Trojans up by 2. They've led by as many as 5 in this ball game a couple of times. Actually just did that once when they led 11-6. High post for Edens, kick for Rockers to the corner for Powson. He had a flurry down the stretch to Powson, a 3-point bucket and a 2-point bucket. He's got 7 after 1 of their 11. They're very patient in half court. Rockers around to Powson. Trojans able to close out and keep that one from going here in a little 3-2 zone. Off right side. The length of Caleb Muya playing out there trying to cover that up just stops people. They think they have an open look, and then all of a sudden he comes out there, puts a hand in it. Powson forced that one a little bit perhaps, and now here come the Trojans. They're going to slow it down on you with that kind of possession. It takes nearly a minute into this quarter. You got to make these pay. What a dish. That was precise on the dish from Evan Troike. 8 points already from Carter Doherty. Trojans back in front by 4, 15-11. On the right side, up high post for Edens. This is an outside game. Allnut really their only post player. He'll go up and under, nearly blocked, but he gets the go and the foul. He'll get a chance to finish the three-point play. That foul was called on Doherty, his first. There have been 2 fouls called in this first half.
Yep.
And here's Allnut to try to get his 5th point. And he does. Back to a 1-point contest. 15-14. Pressure applied in the backcourt. Kind of a matchup press. Trojans, Troike just too fast. No, look. Lallman off that left side with the right hand in the finish. For Caden Lallman, that's just a good look. And that's pick your poison. If you think you're going to press the Trojans, you better be darn good at it, because if they break it, they're going to get looks like that. 6:15 to play first half. Trojans lead 17-14. It's been tied a few times. They have yet to trail. Powson in the corner. On top of the key. Again, they just are real patient. Kick ball out of bounds off of Muya's foot. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. I'd say they've had at least a couple of possessions. They're at least a minute long. Inbound to the corner. Here's a catch and fire 3 by Rockers up and in. Tie ball game again. He's got 5. 5:40 to play here in the first half. Man-to-man defense for Anderson County. Trojans have not seen that a whole lot. Teams pack it in on him a little bit. Troike going to slice through it. He'll elevate with the right hand up. No good. Doherty with the rebound. He'll put it up. That's no good. Knocked around, and a foul going to be called on Evan Troike coming over and sliding his hips into it. His first, team 2.
It's going to be called on the Trojans number 50, Evan Troike. His first personal, second team foul.
Back to Anderson County. It goes here with 5:19 to play in this first half. We had a dandy in the girls' game for most of it. Lady Trojans fell 58-56. There's a closeout, backside, good dish. Allnut can't get it to go. Muya gets the rebound. Here comes the break. Muya up in front. He's just going to do it himself. Spins into the paint, getting tons of contact. No good. And rebound pulled out by Allnut. And he'll slow it back down. Powson for 3. He's already got 1. That one's no good. And rebound pulled out of there. And no help on the backside. Allnut with the finish. Trojans get a little lazy on defense that time. And they give up their first time. Anderson County with the lead here. Other end, shot no good. Troike kick. Lallman for 3 on the way, no good. Rebound Muya. He'll go straight back up. He'll put it in with the right hand. Caleb Muya and tie this ball game up at 19 apiece. On the left side for Keyser. Skip, long pass for Powson, trying to shake off Lallman. Good defense there by Caden. Back over they go to Powson. He'll drive this time. Kick into the paint. Edens off the back iron, no good. Rebound by Lallman. They give way to Muya. Caleb's brought the ball up a lot more than we've seen in the past. Swing it around to him on the left wing. Under 4 to play here in this first half. Downtown. Collins for 3 from another zip code. Dylan Collins. It's his first. He almost always makes his first 3 attempt. It's the strangest thing. Off the right side for Powson. High post. Kick. Rockers. Nowhere to go with it. Back to the corner for Allnut. Trojans back up by 3. Lost the lead briefly. The clear on to Powson. He'll go baseline. Good closeout there by Troike on that baseline. Kick it around to Rockers. He gets a three-point attempt. No good. Last touch out of bounds off of the Bulldogs. Spencer comes back into the ball game for the first time tonight. Justin Stifter, 6'2 sophomore. Doherty sets out. Lallman sets out. Back in comes Gabe Muya and Zane Henderson for the Trojans. 3:11 to go here in this first half. Zone pressure all the way down the floor. They'll go to Collins. He'll try to blow past. Spencer, good defense there to recover. Off left side for Muya. Under 3 to play in the first half. Compared to that girls' game, this has moved like light speed.
Yep.
This first half. Off left side. There were 23 fouls called in the first half of that girls' game. There have been 3. With 2:37 to go here in this second. Collins. That mouthpiece is better off in your mouth. He just kind of has a hold of it. It won't do you any good like that.
Nope.
But whatever works. Keep shooting threes from the middle of nowhere. 3-second violation be called on the Trojans. I think they got Gabe Muya hanging out down low. Him or Zane Anderson. So long possession for the Trojans. They're longest in the half court. To no avail. Rockers to the corner for Allnut. Collins will come out there, not quite far enough, and Allnut rattles it in. He's got 8 points here in the second quarter. He's in double figures, and he's tied this ball game back up at 22 apiece. Under 2 to play. Troike, kick. Henderson wide open. Look at it. 3 on the way. It's good. She said it hit the guide wire?
That's what she said.
I didn't see that. My eyes aren't that great, I guess. Heck, nobody else is throwing a fit about it. I guess why should I? Back to the corner here for Rockers. Down inside. Blocked on the way down. Oh. For Zane Henderson. Then he get called on that as he was coming down.
The personal foul is going to be on the Trojans number 20.
His first, team 3. Going to send Justin Stifter to the free throw line to shoot his first free throws of the ball game. And he'll put the Bulldogs back in front. Here the minute 35 to play in this first half.
Stifter shoots the second.
Keys are back to the ball game for the Bulldogs. Stifter missed the second one. Rebound pulled out of there by Muya. Here come the Trojans. 90 seconds to go here in this first half. Troike with it on the right wing. Dump off inside Doherty. Soft hands, big feet, good finish. He's in double figures with 10. Trojans back in front. Allnut, Rockers. This time Collins gets out there. Troike's fighting for it. Tipped to the backcourt. They'll get another crack at it here. Will the Bulldogs. Trojans have refocused a little bit defensively. Trojans are averaging around 30 points a game given up. Average score is 61-42. They've given up 23 already here in this first half. They're a little above average. Spinning Allnut with the right hand. Good take there by him. He's going to get out of there. No, 39 seconds. Trojans running. Muya. Doherty can't catch. Going off the mark. Not really Carter's fault. And so it'll go right back to. It's going to go right back to Anderson County. Out comes Caleb Muya. Back in comes Caden Lallman. Out goes Gabe Muya. In comes Caden Lallman. I'll get it right eventually, bud.
It's all right.
You were all over it, though.
I was going to point at him, but I was like,
Off right side, controlled there by Keyser. He'll give way to Powson. Backside Rockers. Pretty much run to the same spot every time. Run that offense. Catch and fire 3 from the top of the key. Off the mark, no good. Rebound Collins. Good position there by Dillon. And he'll bring it up the floor, working against Rockers. Off to Troike, 5 seconds. Evan, backside, Muya, he'll put it up, can't get it to go. And that's the end of the first half. We've got ourselves a ball game here today in Anderson County. 24-23 Trojans lead. We'll come back and talk about it here on the GN Bank Halftime Show. GN Bank, formerly Girard National Bank, new name, but still providing customers with the same high-quality financial services in a personal and friendly way. Personal business or agricultural needs. Turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. 24-23 Trojans lead by 1. We're back in 2 minutes on the GN Bank Halftime Show.
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judd Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members so they are able to make the best decisions. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, or Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Paoni Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Paoni DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Paoni has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Paoni Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to paonidental.com. Find us fast in names and numbers.
I think they call them the Crimson Dancers, maybe? That logo out there is pretty sweet. Look at the middle of the floor, Dale. It's a bulldog, and they've got it like it's busting through the floor with some planks of wood all around it. Very creative. And now it's clean. So that's all you need to know about that right there. Back on the GN Bank Halftime Show, the Girard Trojans in a good one here against the Anderson County Bulldogs. Let's take a look at your eye on the game, brought to you by Kennar Eye Care. Thanks to the support from their community, Kennar Eye Care has nearly doubled their space and extended their hours with locations in both Pittsburgh and Girard. Kennar Eye Care is the clear choice. Make your appointment by calling 620-235-1737. Well, the Trojans started out with a lead. So far in this ball game, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ties, and 3, 4 lead changes in that first half. Trojans led by as many as 5 in the first quarter, 11-6. It's tied at 11 all, and then 13-11 after 1. Trojans grew their lead just to as many as 4 in the second quarter. Lost their lead for the first time with 4:40 to play in the first half. 19-17, they got it back immediately, 22-19. After being tied at 19, being tied at 22, Anderson County took it lead 23-22 with a minute 35, and then the Trojans grabbed it late, 24-23 here at the break. And it's a slowed down pace for the Trojans. They want to get out and run a little bit. Anderson County's athletic enough to be able to get back in transition, and I think that's really been the difference so far here in this first half. Halftime numbers, 11 for Caleb Muya, 8 for Carter Doherty, and then not much else. 3 from Dylan Collins and 2 from Caden Lolleman for the Trojans. 10 points for Cass Allnut, only Bulldog in double figures. 7 points for Carson Powelson, 5 points for Justin Rockers, and 1 point for Justin Stifter from the free throw line there. Lady Trojans fell in a heartbreaker, 58-56, a game where they led, I would say, most of it. They led by as many as 13 one time in the first half. Only led by 8 at halftime. Lost their first lead of the game with 4:36 to go in the third quarter. And then it was back and forth pretty much the entire ballgame. They trailed by 1 after 3, 43-42. Tied it at 43. And then led briefly, led 44-43. But then Anderson County, they led when it mattered most at the end, 58-56. Led in the loss rather. 16 points from Faith Pullen, but she left right after her last bucket with an injury. Do not know her status. Hope her the best. 24-23 here at halftime. Trojans lead by 1. Come back and talk about more. Let you know where to find us next week when we return on the GM Bank Halftime Show on Girard Sports Live.
It may be cold outside, but you can stay warm and cozy inside with help from Girard Commodity. Replace your flooring today with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. We have a great selection of furniture, including mattresses and sofa sets. And if you need a recliner, this is the place to be. Now is a great time to shop at Girard Commodity Flooring and Furniture, with stores in Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Of course, Ag Choice has all the products you need to keep your crops growing, like fertilizer, crop protection products, and seed. But Ag Choice is also the first stop for keeping your livestock operation going, with a great selection of farm supplies, equipment, and quality feeds. To find solutions to all of your agricultural needs, contact Joe Murphy of Ag Choice of Hepler at 620-368-4347. Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
Girard Medical Center now offers both outpatient pulmonary and cardiac rehabilitation services. Our approach combines physical therapy, respiratory therapy, behavioral health, and nutrition to help you become more fit and active.
With cardiac and pulmonary rehab, we want to focus on lifestyle changes. We provide people with education to help prevent further events.
Each treatment is unique to the individual patient because at Girard Medical Center, we care for our communities one patient at a time. Call us at 620-724-5126.
The best place for your pregame or postgame meal is Bender on 7. The Bender has quickly become Girard's favorite restaurant with incredible specials like the famous Taco Tuesdays, 3 tacos for $1. Wednesdays, try the adult grilled cheese. Thursdays is chili dog day, and of course Friday, game day, is steak tips after 5. Grab a friend, grab a drink, and grab a seat at the Bender on 7, where they're streaming Girard Sports Live right now. Bender on 7. Order now. 620-724-4860.
Back in here on the GM Bank Halftime Show, BJ Harrisdale Shireman as the Trojans lead here at the break, 24-23. Girard Trojans, number 3 ranked team in Class 3A, and so obviously Anderson County looking for a feather in their cap if they get a win here at home, and the Trojans have not been swept this season in any affair. Both teams coming into tonight a combined 23-3. Lady Trojans did fall earlier tonight. Make sure you join us coming up on Tuesday as we make the trip to Columbus, take on the Titans. We'll have that game for you. And then on the road at Riverton. So next week's road week. And then I think we're home for three out of the last 5 maybe. Home the next week with Frontenac at home. And then the Trojans will host Baxter Springs on the road at Colgan and then home with Oswego. So yeah, Trojans will play 3 out of the last 4 at home after being on the road all next week at Columbus and at Riverton. We'll have all those games for you. And then Sub-State begins in earnest on Friday, March 1st and March 2nd. I think there's 3 games, though, in Sub-State now. There's 8 teams. The last few years, we've only had 2 games. If you win 2 and you get to state, I think with the 8 teams in this 3A bracket, or 3A classification now, I think you got to play at least 3, but What do I know? I just know we're going to be making some trips to Caney Valley, brother. 24-23 Trojans lead by 1 here at halftime. Getting ready to go into your second half. Same 5 starters for both teams. Here to start this second half. And that will be Muya, Collins, Mulliman, Troike and Doherty, Allnut, Edens, Powelson, Rockers, and Keyser. Starting 5 for the Bulldogs. Here we go, second half from Anderson County. We've got ourselves a ball game here in this one. Trojans are going to have the first possession, moving from right to left now. Both teams have been very patient in the half court. Troike from the elbow, dump off inside Muya, basically an alley-oop, and the finish just over the top there. Muya with 13. 26-23. Skip pass far side Allnut to the corner for Rockers. Late to get there is Lallman. Shot no good. Rebound Muya. 1 and done. Trojans going to run with it. Dylan Collins. I think he wanted to do a one-hand pass. Muya from nowhere. I think he took off flying about half court. Just flies in there and finishes that one off of the rim. 28-23. Believe it or not, that matches the largest lead of this ball game for either team. Skip pass far side Rockers. Backside for Allnut. Lallman's there. Good closeout from Lallman. Just had a chance to keep that one from being an attempt. Swing it back around on the right wing, Powelson. We're just going to have to imagine what happens in this far right corner, aren't we?
Yeah.
Off left side. Here's somebody. That's Powelson to the corner. Shot on the way. Good. Carson Powelson's got 2 of those. He's in double figures now with 10 points. Shot up and good. Who was that?
Muya.
Caleb. Should have just guessed. 26. There's a near steal by Evan Troike. And he knocks all the sheet music over everywhere, immediately starts picking it up.
Attention students, and especially you younger students. Have a seat, enjoy the game. You get too close to the table and the benches. Attention students, have a seat.
What is he talking about? What is he talking about?
I think the
students here behind the bench here?
Well, behind this, their own bench.
Huh, interesting. Attention students. Trojans will knock it out of bounds again. And Anderson County will inbound it again. 6:23 to play. Top of the key for Rockers. Here's Allnut. He'll face on Doherty. Try to go over the top of him. Good D there. Muya skies up, pulls it down. And he pulls it on the ground and gets going the other direction. Caleb going to do it himself. Off the glass. And he gets the roll in the bucket. That was pretty awesome.
Wow.
19 points, including 8 already here in the second half for Caleb Muya. And he'll go to the free throw line to try to complete the 3-point play. Largest lead now is 6 points.
Uh-oh.
That's one way to slow him down. Turn the lights off over the basket. That's the night that the lights went out in Garnett. And Muya to try to complete his second 3-point play of the evening. And he does. 2 for 2 from the stripe. 33-26. 7 points, the largest lead of the Trojans. Approaching 2 minutes into this third quarter. Off left corner, Allnut. He'll set his feet. Fire 3, no good. Muya with the rebound, and he'll lead the charge. Caleb off the glass, no good. Knocked out of there. Be tracked down by Caden Lallman. Knocked out of there by Troike, and nearly stolen. Good thing he's got good breaks.
Oh, boy.
Taking out a generation.
Grandma was in trouble.
For the Trojans, number 22, St. Henderson.
Out goes Lallman, in comes Henderson. I've got shivers. It's so cold right here. Henderson dump off inside for Doherty. Stripped from underneath, but a foul. He's going to get bailed out perhaps on that one. Allnut will pick up his first. Team foul number 2 on the Bulldogs.
Second team foul.
Shooting foul, so 69% free throw shooter, 9 of 13 coming into the ball game for Carter Doherty. Knocks down the first one. Coach Lyon didn't like it. Here's the second one from Doherty. He's in double figures with 10. 35-26. Trojans up by 9 coming out of this locker room. Really well. 3-point bucket. The only points here in the second half for Carson Powelson so far. Nearly 3 minutes in. Off left side, he'll take about a deep one. Allnut catches. On the left side, go back out around Powelson. Here's Keyser to Powelson. Back around they go. Step up Keyser. Nowhere to go with it. Kick back out. Rockers. Trojans come match up way out high. Allnut. .455 to play. Thankful for video. Here's Rockers. He'll pull the trigger on a 3. The Trojans again. Collins again. Just get it. They'll kind of lull you to sleep with that, and then they'll pull the trigger on the 3. Rockers, his second 3 of the ball game. He's got 8 points, and that 3-point bucket is the equalizer with this team. They've already hit 5 of them in the contest. More than half their points. Up inside Muya. Off the glass and good on the take by Troike. Another beautiful assist by Evan. 37-29. High post Edens, kick to the corner. Powelson for 3, no good. Rebound, Muya. And right now, shot off the glass and good. At one point, Keyser's life flashed before his eyes. 10-point lead here for the Trojans. And a charge going to be taken by Evan Troike.
Personal foul was on Anderson County's number 5, Carson Powelson. First one.
Timeout going to be taken by Coach Lyon. He can kind of feel this one slipping a little bit. Trojans' largest lead here is 10. Midway through this third quarter, we're back in 30. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It cannot be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and print, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You. Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
Well, it was clear Anderson County, they were going to try to play the Trojans straight up here.
Yeah.
And a lot of times teams have been packing it in. They've been, maybe even changing their game plan to try to stop Caleb Muya. And maybe time to alter that plan. 24 points already. He's hit his average. As Muya might have gotten away with an over and back right there. 3:45 to go here in the third. Trojans only led by 1 at halftime. Good hard screen from Doherty. How do they lose him? Up under the glass? Ain't good. I mean, he's just moving so well without the basketball in his hands, and they are losing the most important player on the floor for the Trojans. Allnut, he'll face. Little runner on the glass, or off the rim rather. No good. Logan Thomas in the ball game. Nearly stolen away. Troike, though, going to lead it. Certainly teams have not done a lot of pressing. Dump off inside Doherty. Off his back and off into the hands of Powelson. He'll go up in front court. Off left side for Rockers. Here's Allnut. Thing about a team like Trojans, too, they score in flurries, and a team that's going to slow it down a little bit offensively. Now, they've done their game plan pretty well offensively. It's just defensively they've tried to maybe press a little bit. And all of a sudden they'll think they're doing their job, burning some clock, but the Trojans will score like they've done in this third quarter in a flurry, and you'll look up at the end of 3 and find yourself down in double digits. And wonder, how did that ever happen? Kick, Rockers. Way deep. Muya will close him out. Gabe this time. 2:24 to play. In the third quarter, Trojans lead 41-29. Powson, Rockers. To the right side, Spencer kicked out of bounds by Logan Thomas. This is when the Trojans, they get Gabe Muya in, Logan Thomas in, Caleb Muya in. Good luck trying to shoot a 3 with those 3 guys coming at you. Oh, by the way, they're cousins, so they come by that naturally. Inbound deep, looking to drive. Little leaner, foul on the floor. They're going to count it? No, they're going to count the bucket. And a foul on Gabe Muya. And it'll be his first team foul number 1, and that's going to send Rockers to the free throw line to try to complete the and 1. He's in double figures with 10, now 11.
Re-entering the lineups of the Bulldogs, number 11, Damon Keyser.
Bulldogs going to press again. Here's Collins. Into the paint. Henderson, dump off back inside. Nearly saved by Thomas, but snuck it out of bounds by Muya. It'll go back to the Bulldogs. Maybe a missed opportunity there with 2:01 to play. In this third quarter, Trojans are led by as many as 12. Right now, lead by 9. Off the Powson left side. Caden Lallman, Evan Troike getting ready to check right back in. Into the paint. Josh Stifter, who's checked back into the ball game. Powson asking for a screen. He doesn't use it. Doesn't get to the rim either. Off right side, Spencer. Back around they go, Keyser. Powson. The D by Collins, up and under. Powson shot and the foul. It's a good take.
It's a nice move by the young man.
Yep, by Carson Powson. He's got 12 points in the ball game, trying to complete the 3-point play. Wallman going to come in. In comes Troike. Out goes Caleb Muya. Out goes Logan Thomas. And so for the time being, the Bulldogs have stopped the momentum from the Trojans. Muya checks out with those 26 points. Can't complete the and 1. Gabe Muya getting ripped from behind. Allnut comes out of there with it. Here's Allnut. No good. He's going to track down his own shot. Long rebound. Skip outside. Powson pumping. Now driving. Little runner with the right hand. Good. On the take by Carson Powson. Just like that, it's a 5-point game. Trojans led by as many as 12 a moment ago. And a near steal, but a foul going to be called instead on Edens. His first, team 4. Back in comes Rockers. Out goes Powson. Powson checks out with 14 points. Henderson comes in out of the ball game along with Gabe Muya. Collins needs to get it inbounds. He will to Lallman. Troike in the backcourt. Under minutes play here in this third quarter. Trojans had a big lead. It's been trimmed back down now. Troike to the corner for Collins. Jones will bring it around. Trojans perhaps looking to work for the final shot of this third quarter already. 39 seconds, or they'll take one if they get a good look at it. Troike looking to Muya. Caleb, he'll put it on the floor. Kick, Collins. Thought about it, didn't take it. Lallman wide open. He'll look. 3 on the way. No good. Falls his shot, gets it back, then he loses it. Loose ball picked up by Spencer. Up in front court. Here's Rockers. And they'll get a chance now. They can work for the final shot and fully take the momentum perhaps back into their favor. Spencer with it. 12 seconds. And Rockers will pull out to set up their play here into this quarter. 6 seconds from way outside. Rockers makes that. Collins going the other way. That he should not have shot that shot when he did, but he did, and he made it. 41-39. After the Trojans led by as many as 12, they led at 1 after 3, and now all of a sudden they only lead by 2. We're back in 1. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross Southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Calls is the first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Trojans moving Collins.
41-39, Trojans lead by 2. Again, they led by as many as 12. A 10-0 run. That's what Anderson County's in the midst of right now. A 10-0 run. Still going, too, by the way. Anderson County shot up, no good. Rebound, Mulia. Trojans need to shut that down right now. Up in front, Lallman. Anderson County has tightened down their deep a little bit. There's Lallman on the left wing. Collins, he'll pull the trigger on a 3 on the way, no good. Gets his rebound. He'll scoop it off and then lost it. Trojans missed an opportunity there. Powson nearly lost. Now loose ball. Jump ball in favor of the Trojans. Coach Lyon was trying to call a timeout.
With the held ball, possession arrow belongs to Girard. Possession arrow, Girard.
Trojans will get it here with 7:10 to play in this ball game. Student section's into it for the Bulldogs. 1 minute into this fourth quarter. It's time for Troike. Shake and bake. Evan, only person I know that can keep his feet after that. Dump off inside. Doherty, shot no good. Carter's going to get the rebound. They call a jump ball. That was pretty quick. It'll go in favor of the Bulldogs. Here with 6:43 to play. Nobody's scoring so far here in the first 90 seconds, almost 90 seconds into this fourth quarter. High post for Allnut. Kick, swinging around right corner. That's been Powson. I'm going to guess. I'm right. Back outside the Rockers, reset. Anderson County probably be content to run the next 6:18 off the clock and take a 3 at the buzzer. Rockers will be the guy to do it. He's got 3 of them already here in this ball game, including one from way far away. To the corner, baseline, Rockers. Allnut coming back. Shot blocked, but a foul. Foul's going to be called on Troike. His second.
His second personal, 13th foul on the Trojans.
We had 3 girls foul out of the girls' game. I don't have anybody over 2 fouls in this contest. And Allnut misses the first free throw. He had 10 points at halftime. He didn't have any in that third quarter. That third quarter run was all Justin Rockers and Carson Powson. Rockers had 10 points. 9 points, rather. And Powson had 7 in that run. 11-0 run. To the rim, and one. So our hit of the game brought to you by Bradshaw Collision Repair. Padilla ends up tackling your car, hitting you like he just hit that and one, his third one of the ball game. Take it to Bradshaw Collision Repair. Bob Bradshaw offers refinishing, paintless dent repair, glass replacement, and more. Let Bradshaw Collision Repair get you back in the game. Call 620-724-7300. That stops an 11-0 run. Trojans get it back. Muya with the finish. Got the bucket and one. Coach Westcott wants a timeout as the Trojans have got the lead back in front by 5. Hit to 30, we'll take it. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard.
Mathis Drugstore Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drugstore, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
It's not an normal one. 5:41 to play here in this ball game. Trojans stopped an 11-0 run and started one of their own right now. Up 45. And back-to-back buckets by Caleb Muya. Can't get lazy on the perimeter against this team. They can shoot threes. I think they've got 5 of them in this ball game, 6 of them in this ball game. They're foul going to be called on Dylan Collins. Kind of popped on that in the face.
Personal foul.
It's his first.
Dylan Collins of the Trojans.
Team 4.
First personal 4th team foul.
Powelson inbounds beneath his own basket. Allness got to check out with a getting hit in the eye. He's going to go wash it out. Stifter's going to come into the ball game.
Number 25. That's Josh Stifter.
Powelson just trying to get it in bounds. He finally does. To Keyser on the right side, way downtown. Rocker's no good. He made one of those earlier. Muya going to lead the charge. Caleb, shake and bake on Keyser. Stop. Continuation. And one. He did it again. I thought they were going to get him for travel and dragging that back foot.
Kept that toe planted, didn't he?
I guess. And he's back at it to do an and one. This is his 3rd old-fashioned way.
16 foul on the Bulldogs. Into the lineup, Tanner Spencer for the Bulldogs. Going to line number
32 points.
We had to make up a little bit from last week.
That's right, for the 15 against Galena. He's also 3 for 4 from the free throw line for 33 points. Trojans back in front by 8, 48-40. They've led by as many as 12 in this second half. But only led by 2 after 3. Right side for Powelson. Way outside, Powelson, another 3 swish. I'm telling you, it's the equalizer with this team. 48-43. He picks it up against Rockers, nearly gets trapped, just decides to split it. Backside, Lallman. He was zigging, he thought he was zagging. Loose ball still. And coach wants a timeout. Is he going to get granted that timeout? Nope, they're going to say it's out of bounds off of the Trojans. And so back to Anderson County it goes. 5-point contest, 4:32. This one's far from over. Especially the way these guys can shoot the 3-ball. 3 from Paulson, 3 from Rockers, and as I was saying, he had 3. Did I say 3? How about 4? 48-46. It was an 8-point game a second ago. 2-point game now. You don't want to rush if you're the Trojans. Keep doing what you're doing. But you can't have a possession without number 10 touching the ball. I don't believe. There it is. I got to believe he can face and go on Rockers about any time he wants. He does, and now they'll foul him out high. It's a pretty good one, goodness gracious. Spencer. Coach. I don't know what he's saying, but it's awesome.
I'm not going to read lips.
He was the only one in the gym yelling, too. That's what accentuated it.
Who was he talking to?
I still don't know.
Okay.
It's his team, I believe. Muya. That growl. You see that guy, you would not see that voice come out of him, but Doherty outside for Collins. Back outside Troike. Tabuya. Good ball movement by the Trojans. No good. He'll get his rebound and put it up and in. Coach wants a timeout. I think he's going to call a timeout and explain that, whatever he was yelling at him. It's a 30, we'll take it. We're back at 30, you're watching Trojan.
Producers Co-op of Girard has been serving the needs of farmers and ranchers in southeast Kansas for decades. With a wide range of products and services, you'll be sure to find what you're looking for. Contact the Agronomy Center for seed recommendations, seed treatments, crop scouting, grid and soil sampling, custom and variable rate application, and more. Raise the bar and make this year the most profitable yet. To learn more, visit them online at girardcoop.com or call the Agronomy Center at 620-724-8372. Producers Co-op, working for you.
Four-point game, 50-46, 3:43 to play. We're past the midway point of this fourth quarter. Four timeouts still for Anderson County, 3 for Girard. Anderson County will have the basketball moving from left to right here. Trojans up by 4. All left wing for Spencer. They'll bring it to the top of the key, try to drive, over to go. Trojans leave Edens. Dump up inside, all night, loose ball. Troike on the deck with it. Calls timeout. They're going to give it to him. He was sliding a little bit maybe with it, but they're going to give him that timeout. Possession's important in this ball game. Coach Lyon, that's what he's arguing. Can't get timeout. He was sliding. And so it's going to be a full timeout. Lady Trojans fell in a tough one here today. A game where they had a 7-0 run in the first quarter, led by as many as 7. Led by 9 after 1. Led by as many as 13 in the second quarter. But Anderson County comes battling back. They led 31-23. And then Anderson County outscored them 11-2 to take the lead for the first time with 4:36 to go in the third. It went back and forth. Trojans trailed by 1, 43-42 after 3. They grabbed the lead 44-43. But then Anderson County would tie it at 52, take the lead 52-54. It was tied at 54, and then Anderson County led at 56-54. Then they led at 58-56 and won the game. 21 of 38 free throws shooting for the Lady Trojans. That spelled their demise. 16 points from Faith Pullman, but she left with an injury. We wish her the best. 12 points from Drake Worrell for Lady Trojans as they fall to 11-3 on the year with that loss. Still has been a fantastic season for them. Trojans to get it in here with 3:22 to play. Trojans there have lost after that timeout. Dylan Collins lost his footing. Other end, Powson up and good. And now Coach Lyon wants a timeout. He's giving the official another earful. Timeout, it's a 30. We're back at 30. You're watching.
Crawcan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
(50-48). Trojans lead it by 2 here with 3:11 to play. It was 41-39 after 3. Trojans led 41-40 and then went on a run. 7-0 run. But now the Bulldogs have outscored them 8-2 since that point. And right now it's a 2-point game. Troike working in the backcourt. Dump off Doherty. Just had a hard time catching. He said, get out of here. Give it to Muya. Back down into Carter. Carter, you got to squeeze the basketball. Ripping away from it. Loose ball going to be picked up. Here come the Bulldogs. Rockers up. Shot good. Tie ball game. Lack of execution on the part of the Trojans on that one. They had all the chances they can get. Carter Doherty usually pretty sure-handed, never had the ball. Up off the side, Troike quickly, up off the glass and good. What a great dish. That's Troike's first bucket of the game. There's a loose ball, still loose. Doherty's gonna pick it up. And they tie him up. That is great effort by Anderson County. It's gonna cost him perhaps, as Powson was all tangled up with 55, big Carter Doherty. I think he might have hit face on back of head, perhaps. Carter's got to shake it off. This jump ball is going to be in favor of the Trojans with 2:25 to play. And Powson's the one who's injured on the floor. Keyser to come into the ball game for him. Powson will shake it off. So Keyser will come in and replace Powson. 52-50 Trojans. There's just been maybe a little bit of a lack of composure for some of the first times I've seen this season from the Trojans here of late. A couple that turnover coming out of the timeout after the nice steal and timeout by Evan Troike. And then down inside, they get it to where they want it. Doherty has to bring it down low and gets it stolen away from him. Now the Trojans will have to work against this press. They'll get it into Henderson. They give it to Muya. Nearly lost it to Troike. Tight defense here by Anderson County. Troike on the left wing. Skip pass. Henderson on the far right side. Back over to Doherty and threw it away again. This is what I'm talking about. Lady Trojans had a similar outcome here where they kind of squandered the game. And the Trojan men, it feels similar to that. Brian Burks, Do Everything Resource Officer. Serve and protect, that would be the serve side.
That'd be the serve, yeah.
Powson to bring it across the timeline. He'll drive off right side. He's back in the ballgame after being out just a minute ago, and then he sees Carter Doherty come flying at him. All nut, shot no good, knocked out of bounds. Saved by Troike. No, he stepped out of bounds. Probably should have let that one go anyways, but hard to tell in the heat of the moment. Wallem going to check in, replace Henderson. Minute 52 to play, 52-50 Trojans up by 2. Powson inbound for AC. Off to Keyser, back to Powson. He'll go baseline, good. Seal there on the baseline by Troike, and he'll go back out here, minute 42. Allnut, little runner, no good. Muya with the rebound. He wants to run. Triple teamed at one point, doesn't matter. He'll go all the way in, dribble baseline, and pull it out. Here's Troike. He'll put it on the deck. Kick to Collins, minute 22, Trojans up by 2. Collins, kick, Walleman to Troike. Yeah, Bulldogs are selling out defensively. Trojans have got to find a hole in this. There's maybe one. Nope, Collins will pull it out. Now baseline jumper. That can't be the shot they wanted, but it'll work. It's just his second field goal of the ball game. He had the first 3 he pulled the trigger on. Here's Rockers for 3. This time it won't go. Rebound, Allnut. He gets covered up. Under a minute to play here in this ball game. Powson, step back 3 on the way. Good. Goodness gracious. That's his third 3 of the fourth quarter. 1-point game. 54-53. 3-point teams will scare you to death. Walleman gets tied up, jump ball. That's in favor of the Bulldogs. No, it's in favor of the Trojans. The arrow up there was for Girard, but I think she's right. I think they didn't switch it. Timeout taken by Coach Lyon. It's a full, we'll take a 30. 36 seconds, Trojans lead by 1. Anderson County with the basketball. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
.36 seconds to play here in this ball game. 54-53, Trojans lead by 1. Again, Carson Powelson, 3 threes in this fourth quarter, 5 for the ball game. 25 points for Powelson. And they've got the basketball here with 35 seconds. Trojans will have the possession arrow in their favor. Keyser off to Powelson. Oh, how does he get an open look like that? Can't let him have it. Loose ball, Allnut gets it. He'll put it up and in. Trojans down by 1. 55-54. And a steal. Trojans, Allnut, shot up and good. My goodness. Bad to worse. 7 seconds. Here's Collins to Choiky. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach with 3.5. Shell-shocked Trojans. This is the state ranking coming back because everybody wants to play their biggest game against you.
Yeah.
Trojans have buffaloed some teams this season. Case in point on Tuesday, when Galena's capable of playing with the Trojans, they just felt like they weren't. And so they folded it early in that ball game. Anderson County doesn't know any better. So they come in here trying to win a game against the number 3 ranked team in Class 3A, and the Trojans have not answered the bell down the stretch of this game. And now here they set, down by 3, with 3 seconds, 3.5 seconds is on the clock. The Trojans dangerously close to being swept here tonight on the road at Anderson County. 58-56, the ladies lost earlier tonight in a heartbreaker. And 57-53, the Trojan men find themselves down here. The turnover was huge. So the Trojans are going to have to draw up their biggest inbound play. Coach going to work here. It's got to be a 3-2. That's a trick. Who are you shooting the ball? Dylan Collins is your best three-point shooter, percentage-wise. My gut puts the ball in the hands of Devin Troike. He's 10 of 30. They'll get it in. And a charge. How do you make that call? How do you make that call right there? Talk about taking it out of the hands of the player and putting it into the hands of an official to make that call right there. She came off that timeout and was waiting for that.
Yep.
Full timeout, Anderson County.
Well, they were a factor in this one, both boys and girls. We're back at 30. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Peony Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Peony DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Peony has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Peony Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new Ceric Dental System, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to peonydental.com. Find us fast in names and numbers.
Well, I don't know what kind of play the Trojans have drawn up here. They were trying to get in the hands of Dylan Collins. He was going to have it. He was going to have a good look at it probably. Allegedly off of a moving screen of Carter Doherty. I still don't know how you make that call in that situation. Trojans need a steal and a bucket. I think they have one timeout left. They'll throw it in deep for Edens. They're going to foul him. They got who they wanted, I think, the ball in the hands of. Edens has not been much of a factor in this ball game. He started this game, but has no points. But the 1 second on the clock is the problem. Even if he makes one, that's going to do it. Oh, it's just the 6th team foul, too. I thought he was going to be shooting 1-and-1. Now the Trojans have, I don't know what you do here. Officials hopefully were looking at the clock, but at this point it's going to be below a second.
Yeah.
And it will be only a tip-in for a 3, which is possible. Catch and tip 3 from way far away. It's mission impossible, but it's possible. Muya's going to get called for the foul. It's a moot point at this juncture.
A personal foul is called on number 10, Caleb Muya.
Trojans.
His second personal.
Rough trip to Anderson County.
The clock will be reset.
Rough trip to Garnett.
7 seconds. Going to the line to shoot 1-and-1.
And so Allmet just needs to make a free throw. He is 1 out of 2 from the free throw line tonight. So 1-and-1. And he makes it. Senior puts it in, and that's going to all but do it. You know how fun it was to talk to Brad Herlocker earlier. Oh, it'll be just as enjoyable here in a minute to Rod Westcott. Coach going to take a timeout for whatever reason. Like he wants the Anderson County student section to have a little extra time to celebrate, perhaps. He hits a full. We will keep it right here. I told Greg Scott he'd get on TV. It's not my fault he's standing there. He knows where the camera's at. Lady Trojans, Trojan men going to have their first team sweep of this season. Again, have just had a fantastic year so far. They were combined 23-3 coming into tonight, and they will leave a combined 23-5. After the Lady Trojans lost earlier tonight, 58-56, the Trojan men are 0.7 seconds away from falling in this one again, and it's sour grapes here to talk about. It's something you don't really probably address, but non-conference game goes against your season total, so it could affect seeding in sub-state, but you still got CNC titles on the line for both of them, still in the driver's seat of the CNC. Lady Trojans are 7-0 in CNC. Trojan men, and they have a 2-game lead. Trojan men have a 1-game lead, 6-1. Carter going to throw it into the net up top, and that'll go back to Anderson County. Who put that there? That was on target, I think. I think it was going to go in the hole. Can you do that? Who put that there? And that'll do it. Trojans going to get snake bites. And to be honest, Trojans have lost 2 out of the last 4 as well. And so the Trojans, tough road trip, one where they led most of this game, but didn't lead down the stretch. In fact, they led by as many as 8 in the 4th quarter. After Anderson County pulled it within 2 leads, they led by as many as 12 in the second half. Lady Trojans blew a 13-point lead, first half lead. Trojan men blew a 12-point third quarter lead and an 8-point fourth quarter lead tonight in Garnett. Rough night to be a Trojan. Ladies fall 58-56, Trojan men fall 59-54. We'll talk about it here on the Leah Smith Agency post-game show. Leah Smith, Farmers Insurance. Leah's bringing 10 years of industry experience back to her hometown. We're thankful for that. Give her a call at 620-670-4590, proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. Talk about it next on the Leah Smith Agency postgame show. Trojans fall here by 5. You've watched it here on Girard Sports Live.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent in Girard is Leah Smith. Leah is excited to bring more than 10 years industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri back to her hometown. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options, whether it's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. Give Leah Smith a call today at 620-670-4590. 4590. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. Producers Co-op of Girard has been serving the needs of farmers and ranchers in southeast Kansas for decades. With a wide range of products and services, you'll be sure to find what you're looking for. Contact the Agronomy Center for seed recommendations, seed treatments, crop scouting, grid and soil sampling, custom and variable rate application, and more. Raise the bar and make this year the most profitable yet. To learn more, visit them online at girardcoop.com or call the Agronomy Center at 620-724-8372. Producers Co-op, working for you.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about My Mobile Money and mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Go Trojans!
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Back here on the Leah Smith Agency postgame show on Girard Sports Live. The Trojans, rough trip to Anderson County. Both teams fall here. Trojan men just fell 59-54. Take a look at your final numbers. Final stats brought to you by Bender on 7. Everyone's headed to the Bender for another great postgame celebration. Grab your friends and head to the Bender for a late night snack and some fun. Bender on 7, Girard's new favorite hangout. Dine in or carry out. Call 620-724-4860. And the Trojans fall here tonight, 59-54. Trojans led throughout throughout most of the first half, led 13-11 after one. I knew this was going to be a pretty tight game. They led by 2, or trailed by 2 early, 4:40 to play. Anderson County comes back. They also, Anderson County led 23-22. It was just a 1-point game at halftime, 24-23. So not a surprise necessarily it ended up like this, but the Trojans in the third quarter came out like gangbusters, spread the lead out to as much as 12. They led 41-29. And then Anderson County went on a 10-0 run, ended up being an 11-0 run by the time it went to the fourth quarter rather. Got it to within 1, 41-40, but the Trojans went on a 7-0 run after that. Actually, 8-0 run after that, led 48-40. So they led by as many as 8 in the fourth quarter, but then Anderson County got it to 50, outscored them 7-2. Girard led 52-50. And then Anderson County would grab the lead and hold on down the stretch. Some miscues by the Trojans, really just, I think, squandered some opportunities in this ball game. Again, final numbers in this one, 25 points from Carson Powelson, including 5 threes in the game. They had 5, 8, 9 3-point buckets made in this game, did Anderson County. So a majority of their points coming from behind the arc. 14 points from Justin Rockers, 13 from Cass Allnut. Coach said 1, 3, and 5 are the guys to watch, and they were all but 1 point of their offense tonight. 3 dudes. And Justin Stifter had 1 free throw in the first half. Other than that, it was all Allnut, Rockers, and Powelson. For the Trojans, 35 points from Caleb Muya, another 30-point-plus performance, another one in a loss for the Trojans. He had 32 against Baxter Springs in that loss. 10 points from Carter Doherty, 5 points from Dylan Collins, 2 from Caden Lolleman, and 2 from Evan Choike for the Trojans. Trojans fall here tonight. Lady Trojans fell earlier tonight, 58-56. Make sure you join us coming up on Tuesday as we make the trip to Columbus to take on the Titans, then on the road at Riverton. So back-to-back road games next week on Tuesday and Friday. Let's separate to another quick break. We'll come back and we will hopefully hear from the head coach of the Trojans, Rod Westcott, on the Leah Smith Agency postgame show on Girard Sports.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
Crawcan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in Southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
Back here on the Leah Smith Agency postgame show, B.J. Harris, Dale Shireman, and the head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Westcott, joining us. Trojan men fall here 59-54. Coach, he told me 1, 3, and 5. You got to watch them. Well, they had 58 of their 59 points, and Carson Powson had 25. You've lost now 2 out of your last 4 in different fashions. That loss to Baxter Springs was an up-and-down ball game. This one, that three-point shooting, every time you would start to get a lead, you led 48-40. They hit back-to-back threes, made it 48-46. It happened again in the first half where you guys had kind of gotten your lead out where you needed to be, and then, bam, a couple of threes, and it's right back into it. It's just a different approach to it. How do you stop something like that?
Yeah, we lost 5 there 2 times in a row late. I don't know if it was late third quarter or early fourth, and that might have been when we were up, what would you say, 48-40?
Yeah.
2 times down in a row. And I'm like, everybody knows in the whole gym.
Yeah. And they didn't. They knew after you told everybody.
Well, I didn't want to call a timeout. It was quiet. I thought that was a good time to get my point across. But doggone it all. I mean, we had a brain lapse there.
Yeah.
And let him get loose 2 times in a row, and the kid can shoot the ball. I mean, he's a nice player.
Yeah.
He can get to the rim. I thought we did a pretty good job of keeping him from the rim. But, gosh, when he's shooting like that, he doesn't have to go to the rim.
Right.
And, you got to be able to step out and shut things down like that. We had some mental mistakes late. Had some bad turnovers there that they end up costing us. A close ball game like that against a good team, that's what's going to happen. But thought our kids played their butts off tonight. We had guys on the floor. Hard-fought game. We're banged up a little bit. I mean, there was some bruises and cuts and things like that. So I'm not going to follow our effort at all tonight.
No.
I thought we played hard, but mental lapses really got us tonight. And staying tuned in and focused. And just at times, it wasn't throughout the whole game.
Right.
I thought we did some good things tonight. I thought we rebounded the ball most of the time pretty well. I think they got one late there that really hurt us. But, got to go back and learn from it and move on because there's no time to dwell on it.
Well, I had to have the same exact conversation about an hour and a half ago with Coach Herlocker about, it's important, obviously, and you don't want to lose any games, but you're still in the driver's seat of the CNC. How do you take this group and make sure they learn from it, but not dwell on it because you got to get right back at it and defend that CNC?
Yeah, CNC is always important, and we're in a race too for that sub-state seeding and things like that. And
sure. So
everyone's important. We don't have many left. I mean, we got to go out every night and just try to get better. I thought we did some good things tonight, but those mental lapses really hurt, and hopefully we can learn from them and lessen them. We don't want as many as what we had tonight. I think we had 5 or 6 that really killed us.
All right, Coach. Well, a tough one here on the road. Regroup it back on Tuesday against Columbus. Appreciate your time as always. Good luck on Tuesday.
All right, thanks, PJ.
Head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Westcott, joining us here on the Leah Smith Agency postgame show here on Girard Sports Live. His interview is brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. That's going to do it for us tonight here. Trojans fall in a sweep at Anderson County. 59-54, Trojan men fall. Ladies fall earlier tonight, 58-56. Back at it on Tuesday as the Trojans make the trip to Columbus to take on the Titans. Thanks for joining us tonight. You've been watching Trojan basketball on your home for Girard High School Athletics, Girard Sports Live.
Peony Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Peony DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Peony has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Peony Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to peonydental.com.
Find us fast in names and numbers.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross Southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Calls is the first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4122.